Himself.
Who is that guy?
In front of him? Don't know. Can't see through the cap.
Good evening, Bulldog fans, and welcome to JISD's very own YouTube channel right here on Bulldogs TV. I'm Bobby Lang-Bartels.
I'm Greg Ingraham.
And I'm Ned Fratangelo.
Guys, the Jefferson Bulldogs are hosting the Atlanta Rabbits tonight. The Atlanta Rabbits are coming in 4-1. Greg, they're coming off a pretty hot game last week against White Oak.
Yes, they are.
Ned, the offense of this Rabbit team, number one, Markalen Batten, that's going to be the guy to watch.
He can stomp up and down the field, and then quarterback is good. He's a returning quarterback, 4-year quarterback. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's going to be Peyton Harrison.
Peyton Harrison. He is good. He's got some speed. He comes out of the pocket. He can run downfield.
Greg, last week against White Oak, I don't know if you watched the film or anything. Big plays offensively for both teams. 88-yard pass play to Batten.
The first half took 2 hours.
It was just crazy offense, putting up some huge numbers. That game ended up being 71-40 in favor of Atlanta. But give White Oak some credit. 40 points on Atlanta. That's a good defense for the Rabbits as well.
Well, they changed their defense at halftime and shut them down. First half, it was run and gun, both sides of the ball. They changed their defense on the Atlanta side, and then that slowed them down quite a bit.
Well, coming up on the Coaches Show, we're going to hear from Ned and Coach Taylor on the keys to tonight's game. When I talked to him, 3 characteristics that he has to focus on this week is being more physical, being disciplined, and being tough, and getting off to a good, fast start in the first quarter.
That's what's hampered us all year long.
Yeah, and what else, Greg? Penalties.
Penalties. We've averaged 11 penalties a game, except for one game.
Last couple games haven't been as bad. It seems like they're getting control of it, but it's still something they have to work on, and especially holding and unsportsmanlike, or those 15-yarders that are just uncalled for. It seems like we're getting in a situation where I remember we had 4th and 12, 4th and 15. We make the first down, had a penalty, bring it back.
Not trying
had
to
a touchdown called back.
That's right.
Not trying to defend them, but the first couple of games, our officiating crews were not very good, and the last couple of games we've had good officiating crews, and a lot of those things that we were fined for in the first 2 games, it was a little bit different the second, third, and fourth game.
So defensively tonight, this Bulldog defense is going to have to key in on mainly, I'm going to say 2, but there's also a third receiver that we're going to have to watch. Number 1, Batten, he's going to be the main guy at running back. They'll put him at a receiver. The quarterback, let me get his name again.
I think Batten came in with something like 600 yards rushing and 400 yards through the air, so he's a dual threat. Yeah,
Peyton Harrison's going to be the quarterback. The other one is going to be Jaden Riley, is one to keep an eye on. So talking with Coach Taylor is stay in the gaps and make the play. Don't give up the big plays like last week that happened to White Oak, because those quick scores, when you get down in a hole, you guys know it's hard to get out of that hole and get back into it.
Right.
I tell you what, let's go ahead and go to that Coach's Show. Ned's been doing a good job at that every week. We'll see what Coach Taylor has to say and fill you on what has to be done this week for the Bulldogs to get this victory. We'll be back in a bit.
Five 5-0, Coach. Starting out good with district. 1 win first against Gladewater. Came out kind of slow at the beginning, but we caught on quick in the second half and did the damage.
Yeah, I think, like we talked about every week, is we learn something about our team each week, and I would much rather learn lessons, with a win and than having to handle that with a loss. But we learned a lot of things about ourselves this week, and I think we're going to grow from a team, as a team, because of that. But yeah, we, our goal was to start fast, and we didn't do that for whatever reason. But for us, again, like we saw a couple weeks ago when we played DCAB, our guys didn't flinch, they didn't freak out, they didn't lose their composure, and we kind of kind of regrouped in the locker room at halftime and cleaned up a few things and were able to pull away in the second half. So that was good.
Tell you what, defense looked sharp. They were hitting from all angles. I think Thor had like 11 tackles. Mm-hmm. We had, in every aspect of the defensive game, everybody was on.
Yeah, that was a good thing to see, because the last couple of weeks our defense has really started to come into its own and develop, and you're starting to see some kids emerge and play with a lot of confidence, and to be able to play two primarily running offenses, run-oriented offenses the last 2 weeks, where those are just kind of chin strap games. We got to tighten up your chin strap and go be really tough and physical, and for us to be able to do that and hold those guys down. To really only given, the last 2 weeks we've given up one rushing touchdown, on the ground. That's something that's super encouraging, and starting to see guys like, Chance Washington, who had the pick six. He's just a sophomore. Kind of been waiting for him to step up and be a big playmaker for us, and he did that the other night. And then of course Lamarian Douglas, who's another corner and safety for us. He's been doing really well and getting better each week. And then Tomias' fellow captain, Daniel Smith, continuously just flies around and throws his little body around and is absolutely fearless back there. And so all those guys had big games. And of course, none of that would happen without our defensive line up front, and those guys did a really good job as well. So, yeah, all in all, it was good to see our defense play the way they did.
Let's go to the offensive side. Tomias Taylor, he's a quarterback. He's the guy that makes it all happen. You've had one heck of a season so far this year, young man.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Coach, how many yards does he have receiving?
Passing yards.
Passing
yards.
yards.
I don't have the season in front of me. I just have it from last night's game. But you're looking at last night, we're getting close to 1,000 yards passing. He had 243 the other night with 3 touchdowns. And so he's been awesome. And he's not going to tell you, he's not going to brag on himself, but he is one of the things that I love about Tomias is that he just seems really unflappable. He doesn't get too high or too low, and he stays pretty even keeled even when things aren't going his way. And he, the other night had some struggles, but he played through it and just stepped up and took some hard coaching at halftime and responded the right way and led us. And that's the big thing too about quarterbacks is the intangibles, the leadership qualities, and he has those, and the kids follow him and believe in him. And so obviously he's been doing a really good job and a huge part of our success.
Tomias, you're not one of those guys that's 6'4", weigh 220 pounds. What do you say, 5'8"?
Yep. 5'8", 160.
Yeah, 160. But man, when that pocket starts collapsing on you, you find a way to get out of there. It's almost like you're watching a video game. Some of the holes you find just out of nowhere. Yep. What goes through your mind when the offensive line they're coming through at you, and you wait? It seems like you've got to come in on both sides and you just converge and go up the middle, or what are you looking for?
I put a lot of trust into the O-line, so I'm looking downfield, and you just kind of feel it. You feel if somebody coming backside, or if you're looking downfield, you also can see it. So, yeah, I just replace them wherever they coming from. Try to replace them, get away from them, make a play happen.
I don't know how many times you pulled out a first down whenever we absolutely needed something, but it's like when the defense collapses on him, you see it more than I do. I'm half a mile away watching. It's amazing how quickly he can find a gap and go through it.
Yeah, I tell our defensive coaches, I'd hate to be game planning against our offense, but one of the things, especially as a defensive line coach, we'd have to really scheme some stuff up to keep Tomias in the pocket if I was going against him, because he does do such a good job of extending plays, and like you just said, he keeps his eyes downfield. He doesn't freak out. He goes through his progression, and then always him tucking the ball and running with it is a good option too. So he's able to do that as well. And so that's one of the things I appreciate him about the most. And he does a good job taking care of the football too. That happened a couple times the other night where he just doesn't like it and he eats it or he throws it away, and that's the sign of a quarterback who's really progressing and maturing. Because, with younger quarterbacks, they think they can make every throw. They try to hang in there and maybe throw across the field late, which usually doesn't wind up well. So
trying to force something that's not going to happen.
And so he takes what they give him and also does a good job of throwing guys open as well. And so been really proud of his maturation at that position and his growth.
So Tomas, you've got 4 or 5 receivers just about every play. Do you have a specific receiver you're looking for? Are you just looking downfield and trying to find someone open, or is there a specific play that you've called and you're looking for that guy, and who's your secondary guy? How do you progress from one receiver to another?
Majority of the time it's progression, so looking at one receiver for certain plays. So it's different receivers for certain plays, but we have so many good receivers that we got a lot of plays set up for all of our receivers to make plays happen. And I just put my trust in them, and it's my job to get on the ball, so just try to get on the ball and let them make plays.
Now when Chris, who is 6'3", is going downfield, and he's a horse, he can run like crazy, are you watching the defender, or are you just picking a spot you're going to throw the ball and let him go up and get it?
Depends on the play. But majority of the time with C-Love, I'm just letting him get it.
Just throw it up there and let him go get it. Because he can get up there, can't he?
Yes, sir. Anytime, against anybody. So, yep.
Now, you've got some other receivers. What is the oh my goodness. Lost my
I got you. So we got Travis Gray, number 11. We got Jakari Johnson,
TG,
number 4.
Travis Gray.
And then
he seems like he comes up. When you need him, he's there.
He's always there. He does a good job, but he's a very smart receiver, so he knows different situations, down and distance. If it's 3rd and 7, he know to run the stop 8 back to 7. He's just a very smart receiver. That's why he's always there when I need him. So he does a very good job.
And Coach, you've inserted a couple more receivers that we weren't familiar with this past week.
Yeah. Well, going back to Jakari, he's been making plays all year, number 4, and kind of the same thing, like with Travis. I mean, he seems like he's always open, and he's going to get yards after he catches the ball too. And that's the other thing too about Jakari is he may catch if he catches a 7-yard hitch or whatever, he's going to turn it into something, and so that's been really good. But yeah, we've I think another kid that really has been emerging in the passing game, and you saw it the other night was number 40, Avery Lawson, our H-back, who had really had 2 touchdowns. One was called back, but then he's one of those guys who's been getting better every week, and we all see it in practice and on video and everything. And it's maybe not as evident to the people watching in the stands, but we weren't surprised at all when he had the game the other night that he did. And he does a really good job blocking as well. So he's another one who's emerging in the passing game as a real weapon for us. And of course, we can always put Turkey back out there.
That's what I was going to say, Turkey.
And he's a big time matchup problem for defenses, but he's such a weapon for us, being able to come out of the backfield and in the slot as well. And then we have other guys too that come out of the backfield. Of course, Cam does some, and then Jacoby Morrow is another kid, a sophomore kid who we can get involved in the passing game as well. So we have a lot of guys that can do great things with the ball when they get in their hands.
Tomas, were you quarterback last year?
Yes, sir.
The entire year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you had some experience, and when you moved in, you had some experience prior to that, hadn't you?
Yeah, yes, sir. I played 2 years on JV as the starting quarterback.
Okay.
Freshman and sophomore year.
What do you think about your team this year?
Man, I love it. I love it, and it starts with the coaches, because the coaches came and just
it's a different environment than what we had.
Yeah, exactly. And it buys everybody else in. Like, everybody wants to be here. And that's the main part. The chemistry's up, everybody's united. Not to but last year it was everybody was more segregated, things like that.
You're a team now.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's on board. They bought into it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It starts with the coaches.
Miles, let's talk about the guys up front, the big guys that make it all work for you. Let's talk about your offensive line.
Yes, sir. They're massive. They're massive, strong, coming to work every day. They do their assignments. They got a good O-line coach, Coach Reeves. He makes sure they're on top of everything. And they could also play any position on the line. Like they could play any of them could go to center, any of them could go to tackle, any of them can go to guard. So that's what makes them as dynamic as they are. And I'm gonna shout out Will. Nobody would have expected this from Will last year. Will has stepped up.
He's matured.
Matured, yes, sir. He doesn't miss practice. He gets in. He 100%. Keelan, he works. He has just a dog mindset. He's quiet, but he gonna do what he has to do. Same with Kingston. Kingston, same exact way.
Kingston's had quite a few pancakes this year. I've seen him throwing some to the ground now. I love watching him. Sometimes the play's already half over and he's still back there doing his job.
So every game he's gonna get him a pancake. Every game.
Is that his nickname?
We can make it. We'll make it. But yeah, Kingston, he's quiet also, but he's gonna do his job. He's gonna be there when we need him. And Zach also, and Big Zach. He just moved to guard. He made some great pulls. One of the reasons why Cam had the big plays he had, so he was able to come in and do his job at another position that he hasn't been used to.
If those five aren't doing their job, you and Cam can't do your job, can you?
No, sir. No, sir. It would be a totally different ball game if we ain't had them guys in the front. And
because when they collapse on you in the back, they're opening up gaps up front, and you hit the gaps quickly.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then you also got we got Devontae Marshall, who's another big time kid for us, who's for being so big is super athletic and has done a great job this year. And then Jatavian Harris is another guy that fits that mold like Tomias was talking about. He's selfless. We can put him in any spot, and he's going to get in there and give everything he's got. So we're super fortunate to have those guys up front. And like he said, Coach Reeves, he does a great job coaching those guys and coaches them hard. And so it's been really good. We feel fortunate to have the offensive line we have because, you'd be hard pressed to find a bigger, more athletic offensive line in our classification. So we're super fortunate with those guys.
Let's go to the defensive side of the ball. On defense, your D linemen, they're doing a good job as well.
Yeah. Again, those guys have really developed and come on. And the cool thing about that is that's our most experienced group. We have a lot of seniors up front, and so it'd be easy for them to kind of just put it on cruise control and maybe not be as coachable and hungry as those younger guys. But it's been the exact opposite. They ask a lot of questions. They watch a lot of film and working on their technique a lot, and you can see the growth and development with those guys. Starting with Keyshawn Whitaker at number 30, and we've asked him to play different spots on the line up front, and he's said, "Yep, whatever you need me to do," and he's flourished in both of those, in those spots. And then those are two, I say twin towers, but they're not tall enough to ride every ride at Six Flags, so you can't really call them twin towers. But you got Kentrell Perry and Xavier Pryor. They're both little guys, but they have the as far as height goes, but they really do have the perfect build to play inside and do a good job of taking on double teams and defeating blocks, and so they've done a really good job. And then, on the other side, we have Aaron Millard, who's a junior, but he's really come on and really taken on a leadership role up front. And then we've added, Cornell Nunn has been a kid. We moved over there to play this last week he played Sam Backer, but he'll play DN for us too. He's really versatile and gives us a lot as far as his athletic ability and his versatility on the defensive side of the ball. So those guys have been doing a really good job. And then we have, a sophomore, Jason Webster, who's a basketball kid that we're trying to convince.
You've recruited him to be a
basketball kid, yeah, because he is explosive and does things that there's not a lot of people that can do, at his size, and so yeah, we have a lot of ability up front.
We talked a little bit about Gladewater. What do we think we're going to see against Atlanta? You know Atlanta pretty well, these guys.
Good. I didn't play them since 7th grade.
That's right. So tell me what you think about them.
Obviously, they're fast. They're going to come out and play their best game against us. We just got to go out there, be physical, execute, and it'll end the way we want it to end.
And you tell Peyton, la, 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 la. You know Peyton pretty well?
Yeah.
He's a good kid. Coach, defensively, what is Atlanta going to throw at us?
Yeah, kind of like to piggyback off what Tamaya said, they're super athletic, and one of the things we told them, kind of our focus for the week is just being more physical as a team, being more disciplined and being tougher, and I think if we can handle those three things and improve in those areas, then like he said, we're going to feel good about how we play Friday night, despite, no matter what the score says. But, from a defensive standpoint, for Atlanta on defenses, they're going to, they'll be an even front, 4 down front. They have some young guys up front that are playing that are really talented. But they also have a really talented DB, number 11. I'm blanking on his name right now, but he's a kid we're going to have to look out for who roams the field and makes a lot of plays. And they're going to, they're going to heat us up, I'm sure, and try to come, get after Tobias and test his ability to extend plays and work through his progression. And, it's going to be, like I said, this will probably be the best secondary we've played all year. And so our receivers are going to have to do a really good job of getting open. And then, of course, we're going to rely on our run game a lot and to make it to loosen up the box a little bit and open some things up.
That's when you lock it in, and Cam's running 3 or 4, busting it open. Then now they're looking over there, and all of a sudden you've got some wide open spaces out there.
Yes, sir. He opens the pass game up for me.
Yeah, and then offensively for them, again, they're everybody knows about their quarterback and running back are both super talented players, and it can hurt us, and they do a really good job of running their offense. And then number 7, the Riley kid, I think is one that he's a super talented player for them as well, and somewhat they're gonna find different ways to get him the ball and in creative ways. And so we're gonna have to have a plan for him to stop him. And I think a big point of emphasis for us on defense is just eliminating big plays, and make them have to drive the length of the field on us. And so that's going to be one of those things we're going to have to really focus on.
One thing they have is something like we have. They usually have speed.
Mm-hmm.
Always have speed.
Yeah.
Defensively, what is the weak point?
For them or for us?
For us.
Yeah. For us, I think I wouldn't say it's a weakness, but just one of the things that we've, think about it. We've played Newton, who was a run-heavy team. We played DeKalb, who was a little more balanced, but then the last 2 weeks we've played Pittsburgh and Gladewater, and they both want to run the ball. So I think this is just a good opportunity for our secondary to grow and develop, because they're going to be challenged like they haven't been challenged all year, and so it's going to be a new experience for them. And fortunately, like I said, a guy we shouted out at the beginning of this conversation was Chance Washington. He's playing really well now. Again, Lamar and Douglas is playing really well. We'll have Chris playing back there.
So these guys are maturing at the time we need them to.
Yeah, all that to say, these guys are starting to come on at the right time, because they're going to be tested, this week, next week with the offense we're playing then, and then really throughout the rest of the season. So it's good that they're starting to come on now.
Tomas, the fans and the moms and dads and the radio guys, we're always like, well, we're number 6, number 8, number 9, whatever. Do you guys pay any attention to that, or do you just go out each and every week to do the job you've been taught to do and do it the best of your ability? Does that enter in your thinking any at all, the rankings?
No, me personally, not in mine, but the coaches still keep us updated, and they post them in the locker rooms. And they also do a great job of keeping us out of there, like knowing that it's not always accurate all the time. So
because the cat that looks the mildest is the one that will bite you the hardest.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we do. We keep them up there, because they need to know. They're gonna know it anyway. They're gonna look it up and see it online, and so we post those things just because they need to know where we are and where people think we are. But it's a lot of those times with those things, it's those same people at the beginning of the season were, had us way down. Mm-hmm. And so, and also no one cares, at the end of the year where you were ranked week 5 of the regular season.
You can be number 1 all year long, and
that's right.
It all goes.
That's right. And so it's just one of those things. It's like, hey, this is kind of where we are, but no one cares, to be honest. And it's really more for our fans and our community to get excited about, and we understand that. But one bad game, and we're right back. We we dropped
Yeah.
out of those things, and no one's talking about us anymore. So
Atlanta's 4-1 on the season.
4-1.
Who was their one loss against?
Pleasant Grove, week
Pleasant
1.
Grove. Well, that was to be expected anyway.
Yeah.
They've done pretty well the rest of the game, so it's going to be a ball game for us.
It's going to be a big time ball game. I think, preseason they were picked to go pretty far in our region and to even challenge for our region. And they're senior heavy. They're a senior heavy team, and I know this is the group that they've been excited about for a long time, kind of like our group of seniors. And so, we really feel like it's going to be a big time ball game.
So, Demas, what are your thoughts on the game against Atlanta? They're local.
Yeah.
This is a hype game. Tell me what you're thinking, and how are our guys expecting this to happen?
Yes, sir. Like you said, it's a very hype game. Community's been looking forward to this game. It's a very big game, but it's just as big as the team makes it. Like, our main goal is to go out there and win the game. We're not really listening to all the extra noise. We just got to go out there, like Coach said, be physical, be tough, and just execute and be disciplined. And everything should go our way.
One thing I've noticed about these guys, they bring you guys back up when they need to, or they bring you down when they need to. I watch them on the field and in the box, everything that's going on, and listen to what they're saying, and it will happen.
Yes, sir. They're like pros. They're like pro coaches. They know exactly how we should be in every situation. Yeah. So, yes.
Different ball game.
Yes, sir.
Coach, got anything else to say?
No, we're just excited and looking for a big crowd to come out Friday night, and really excited about the opportunity we have in front of us. We're ready to go.
5-0. Let's go.
What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut rate policy online now and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-8888 or find us online, www.brownrigins.com. Hey, did you see that touchdown? No, I guess I missed it. I really need to go get my eyes checked. I just don't know where to go. Go see Dr. Sheila Lane Bartels at Maximize. Their staff has the best customer service in East Texas. You walk in and see a bunch of friendly faces and the wide variety of frames they have, ranging from women's, men's, kids, and even designer frameware. They have everything you need. Plus, they have contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown after you see her. Call and make your eye appointment now with Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, located at 108 North Walnut, Jefferson, Texas.
Have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bail Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. We will be there to help every time that penalty flag is thrown.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
When Mother Nature sends her hordes of pests and bugs at you, call Patterson Pest Control, owned and operated by Marion County's Sheila Kendrick. Sheila's pesticide business has grown to cover 17 East Texas counties, but her sales and technician staff know the roads around here. Termites, bedbugs, fleas, rodents, ew. They put the cuffs on pests so you can rest. Call 903-799-9138.
And welcome back, Bulldog fans, to Jerry Bennett Field right here in Jefferson, Texas, as your Bulldogs are set to host the Atlanta Rabbits. Ned, we've got a lot of good action going around the district tonight. Why don't you run down who's playing who?
Well, of course, your Bulldogs taking on the Atlanta Rabbits. Tatum will take on Liberty Ilo. White Oak is open, and Gladewater will play Sabine. And Bobby is really going to tell us what the top teams are going to be like going into the first game.
And, Greg, we talked about this at the beginning of the year. This is a strong district, maybe the strongest 3A Division I in Texas.
Yes, we've got 3 teams in the top 12, according to some polls. And one of the things about tonight's games, you've got all the undefeated teams in the district playing each other. So they're going to start setting the seedings for the playoffs.
Bobby, another thing we have in district, we have the 4 top. We have number 4, number 2, number 8, number 7 in region, and in this entire region. So we're the strongest district in Division 3A in our region.
Hey, what about Cameron Williams on his rushing stats? Is he leading this area? Should be maybe leading 3A by now.
He is leading 3A with 13 carries, 1,037 yards, and 13 touchdowns. The closest kid to him is the Ash kid, and he's 36 yards behind him. But Cameron has been steady every week. I mean, you're talking about 200 yards per game is what he's averaging, basically.
You know, offensively for the Bulldogs, a lot of weapons across the field. Chris Love, Jermaine Hopkins, T. Gray, Tomias Taylor, Cameron Williams. You know, when Cameron Williams comes off the field, Greg, it doesn't matter who's coming in. They're strong at running back.
That's right. They've got some great running backs. You've got Cameron Williams, and then spelling him is Jermaine Turkey.
Yep.
And there's no let up. He just finds the holes, runs through them, and when it comes to Turkey, he don't want to get tackled.
I tell you what, me and Ned walked down there when they were warming up. We got with Chris Love. And Chris Love is almost as tall as me, and I'm just under 6'6". So whatever he's listed as, I'm not believing it because he's –
Yeah, they say 6'3", but he's well over that.
He's
well
grown
over since
that.
then.
And, Greg, I told him, I said, Chris, you know, every time you line up out there and I see a 5'8", 5'7" cornerback on you, just throw it up. He said, man, just throw it up to me. I'll get it. I'll get it. It doesn't matter. So, you know, Chris Love is the one to watch inside the 10-yard line on that little fade route to the corner. Just let him jump up and go get it. But offensively, Bulldogs have the weapons. Now, defensively, we are pretty strong too. But, you know, this is going to be another night going up against a great Atlanta offense. We've got to fill the gaps. We've got to limit the huge and quick plays. We don't want to give up 70, 80-yard bomb or a run, you know, and right. Just let Atlanta jump out there and put some points on the board for them.
Right. The Bulldog defense has been really good about holding the other team's offensive big back to a lot less yardage than he's used to.
The big man in the middle, Alex Xavier Pryor. You got Thor Tomlinson sitting back there at linebacker. Daniel Smith at cornerback. He's all over the place.
Yes.
Good coverage. Chris Love is in the secondary as well. So you got that height back there as the last resort, so to speak, you know, if they're going deep as well.
But that defensive front four, defensive line has been doing the job.
Bobby, for Atlanta, you've got Peyton Harrison, the quarterback, 994 passing yards, 59 yards rushing, and 12 touchdown passes. McKalen Batten, 614 yards on the ground, 302 through the air. He's a dual threat. 9 rushing touchdowns and 3 receiving touchdowns. Jalen Rayleigh has 419 yards, 119 yards rushing, 6 rushing touchdowns, and he has 7 rushing touchdowns.
And I tell you what, that Peyton Harrison is going to put this ball in the air. You know, this is going to be something different for these dogs to look at this week. This is going to be an offense who is really balanced on the pass and the run. They're not afraid to go deep. They're not afraid to go for it on 4th down. They do a really good job up front offensively, blocking and kicking out the linebacker. So Batten has a huge lane to run through. But tonight, like we said, Dogs have got to fill the gaps and stay at home. Don't get loose and slide around. Stay in that gap and keep everything to the inside and keep everything in front of you.
Right. It's the Bulldogs are going to want their defense to follow the keys, do their job.
Bobby, last year when we played this game over in Atlanta, the third offensive play of the game for Atlanta was an interception by Thor. He ran it down to the 10-yard line. They handed off to Cam. Cam got 5 yards, and then they brought in number 21, who is sitting out there tonight watching in a wheelchair. Kristen Bowman made the first touchdown in that game.
You know, we were talking to him before the game, and I told him I really miss calling that bulldozer. You know, man, 2 or 3 yards, and it was automatic.
Yeah.
You know, I tell you what, John, if you can go ahead and put up the starting lineups on offense for us, we'll run through that before teams run out here on the field. Ned, if you want to do the offense, and Greg, you call the defense for us.
Offense, of course, quarterback number 2, Tamias Taylor. Chris Love will be the receiver. Jakari Johnson will be a receiver. Cameron Williams will be your tailback. Travis Gay will be a sophomore receiver. Avery Lawson, halfback. Right tackle is Keelan Williams. Hayden Ray is your right guard. Devontae Marshall is now left guard. Hosher is center, and Kingston Nelson is left tackle. But Coach told me he was going to be moving Zach Hosher back and forth with Devontae Marshall, and they like that a little bit better.
And one thing about Kingston Nelson tonight, he is celebrating his 16th birthday.
And his nickname is Pancake, and he usually gets at least one a game.
At least.
And we're not talking about something you eat, folks.
That's right.
No, but on defense tonight, number 3, Chris Love at strong safety, Coben Tomlinson, Thor at weak linebacker, Daniel Smith, the cornerback, Dale Brown holding up the middle linebacker, Chance Washington at the other corner, Lamarion Douglas at free safety, Caden Parrish at safety, Aaron Bellard at defensive end, Keyshawn Whitaker, the dog, Kentrell Perry, defensive tackle, and Alex Xavier Pryor, the nose guard.
Bulldog fans sitting at home, if you're watching this, these guys are looking up in the sky. That's not true. We've got a monitor sitting right up here that's telling them everything they need to know. So don't think they're just looking up, guessing at this stuff. It is right there in front of them. Well, here come the Atlanta Rabbits coming out, and very shortly the Bulldogs are going to be coming out. Guys, I'm looking for some fireworks tonight for both offenses. I hope we can limit the Rabbit offense, keep it to a minimum, and I think the Bulldogs will be okay. Greg, give me a prediction. Give me a score. What do you think tonight? I put you on the spot.
60 to 48.
Wow. That's some fireworks.
There's a lot of fireworks that are going to be going on out here. Atlanta's game last week, the first half was well over 2 hours.
Ned, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's going to be more like a 30 to 24, something like that, because their defense, both are high-powered offenses, but you've got two pretty dadgum decent defenses. I think they're going to keep a little bit closer.
And I tell you what, I'm going to give y'all my prediction with about 2 minutes left in the fourth. If that's okay with you guys, because I just don't know how this one's going to go. It's going to be which team shows up and who can hold the other offense from scoring, and that's the name of the game. This is all defense. So, Bulldog fans, we are just about set to go tonight. I'm going to run down some of our sponsors tonight. Being presented by Brown Rig Insurance, Riverside Bank of Jefferson, Edward Jones Investments, Maximize, Bulldog Bell Bonds, Porta-John, Patterson Pest Patrol, Johnson Collision. And, guys, I don't know if you guys remember, Patterson Pest Patrol is one of the sponsors for the Brian Sowers Crappie Tournament that went on today and tomorrow. Tomorrow up here at the football field, you guys listen up, because this is a fish fry for whoever shows up. So you guys come on out at 1 o'clock, and we're going to have a national anthem real quick. And welcome back, Bulldog fans. I had a note about the captains tonight. So tonight, Coach Taylor told me that the captains picked one other senior to walk out tonight. So we've got some.
I see Zach Hulsher out there.
Have a couple
And
different
a couple
captains.
of other different players, yes.
So for the Bulldogs, number 30 is Keyshawn Whitaker. Number 53, Alex Xavier Pryor. Number 6, Dallas Lewis.
Number 4.
Number 4 is Jakiri Johnson. And 77, Zach Hulsher, yes. So those guys who normally go out there picked a senior to take their spot tonight and let them have the honor of being the captains for tonight.
Shows you what a team this is.
For Atlanta, I'm trying to get some numbers. They're kind of in the way. I think that's maybe 32, Keaton Kinney. Number 55, Marcellus Kirk. Yeah, I'm trying to get those other two numbers. That is number 7 was Jaden Riley for the Rabbits. And looks like the Rabbits defer to the second half. They won the toss. They'll be kicking off to the Bulldogs. So the Jefferson Bulldogs will have the first opportunity on offense as we start this matchup tonight.
Chance to get out to a good lead.
Yeah, and guys, like I was saying with this Brian Sowers Crappie Tournament, tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., it is a free fishing tournament for the kids. And the first 100 kids that show up out there is going to get a fully loaded tackle box, absolutely free. So if you got some kids that like to fish, get out there early. That's going to start off at 7 o'clock. And remember, at 1 o'clock here at the football field, it is a fish fry for everybody. And I want to say they have $15,000 worth of giveaways that are going to be taking place up here.
Well, I know one of the things that Brian said about getting kids involved, give a kid a tackle box instead of an Xbox.
That's right.
No, amen.
So number 3 for the Rabbits is going to be C.J. Whaley. He'll be teeing it up for the Rabbits, and back deep for Jefferson. Number 24 is Jermaine Hopkins. Number 3 is Chris Love. They're going to be standing about the 5-yard line to receive this opening kickoff. And Greg, last week, you got to watch. Gladewater came out on us and tried an onside kick and
recovered it. Yes.
Flipped the
So
possession early.
I am sure that the Bulldogs are well aware of that.
I'm telling you, this guy can kick a football.
This is one big, tall kid that's kicking it off.
I'll tell you guys what, it's
Brady Partain.
Go to work on Monday morning, and all I can think about is, come on, Freddie, because I'm ready for some football. Here we go. It's showtime. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be Hopkins at about the 15. Going to try the middle, looking for a block. If he could bounce it outside.
He's got some room.
Let's see what he can do. Don't block in the back. Keep it. And across the 40, a good return by Hopkins to open this thing up.
I'll tell you what, Turkey drops his bonnet and goes right into the guy.
I like that.
Yes, he is determined. He'll go through.
What is that at the 35?
I can't tell if it's a flag. It's an orange one.
Yeah,
maybe a pink towel. That's what it is, Bobby.
Okay,
pink towel.
So it is a pink out tonight. Breast cancer awareness.
In fact, the referee just walked right past it, so it's just laundry.
Bulldogs have it 1st and 10 from their own 42 to start this thing off tonight.
They're waiting for things to get set.
Trips to the right. Yeah, no back in the backfield, just Tomias Taylor. Now they move Williams back and bring Avery Lawson in tight. This will be Williams up the middle. He's going to get a couple. Got him marked at the 45, so that'll be a gain of 3 for Williams to start this thing off.
Yeah, he gets up ahead of steam, carry those linemen on his back. 3 yards, and here we go.
You got it? Here we go. Williams up the middle once again. He's got a seam, and he'll be short of the first, almost to midfield. They've got him between the 49 and 50. That'll bring up 3rd and about 3 now for the Bulldogs.
Spotted out the 49.
Coach Taylor said they're going to try a few new things on offense to match up with this Rabbit defense. So we're going to see for something different that we haven't seen before. So Williams will be in the backfield, twins to the left. Williams goes in motion. Taylor looking to throw a little out route. That is number 17, Avery Lawson. He was carrying that thing like a loaf of bread, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, holding it out there.
He got 1 yard. It'll bring up 4th and 2.
Yeah, he's got to keep that thing in tight. So the Bulldogs keep the offense out there. Looking at about 2 long yards to get this first down. Taylor sends twins to the right with Williams in the backfield. He's going to take it. He'll have the first down, I believe. Yes, he
got
does.
it, and then some.
Gets up to the Atlanta Rabbits 47.
Pick up a 3, needed 2. Move those chains, boys. First down.
That first down brought to you by Riverside Bank of Jefferson, Mr. Lee Haggard. Moving fast once again. They'll step in and let the subs come in for the Rabbits. Taylor's got twins to the right with Williams in the backfield. Williams once again going to try the middle. Gets 2 out to the 45-yard line.
Well, Camp don't have to work for his yardage tonight. Those big defensive linemen are there, and they're a tough bunch.
Ned, one thing I want to watch, what I've seen on film, is they're going to bring their safeties are actually playing up.
Yeah.
They're keeping one safety back, but the other's playing up pretty close. He's got a man wide open down the left side, and it is
complete.
Hit it. Jakiri Johnson's going to go the distance. That's a Bulldog touchdown.
Wow. Tamias in stride, and the Bulldogs with 9:35 left on the clock here in the first quarter draw first blood. 6-zip awaiting the PAT.
Greg, how many yards was that?
47 unofficially.
Ethan Maxwell comes on to try the extra point for the Bulldogs. Snap is down, the kick is up.
That's good.
And it is good.
7-zip with 9:35 left here in the first quarter. Bulldogs strike first blood.
Guys, that's what I'm talking about right there. Jakiri Johnson, he watched Tamias roll out, and the cornerback kind of hesitated.
Let's watch it again here.
Got right behind him.
And he's back to pass. Here comes the pressure
He saw
from
him
his
right
right.
there.
He goes
He
left.
bit.
And Jakiri just gets behind his man because the quarterback's scrambling, and it's all over.
Well thrown ball by Tamias.
I've been pretty impressed with Tamias lately. His arm strength and his accuracy has been on point the past few games.
Well, I got to sit down with him this week during the program, the interview. He's a pretty sharp young man.
Yes, he is.
Very well mannered. I was impressed with him.
Mm-hmm.
Bulldogs strike quick in the first quarter. Tamias Taylor to Jakiri Johnson. But guys, that's just going to bring out that Rabbit offense. So Bulldog defense has to come out and make a statement on this first drive. Let's see if we can hold them.
Yeah, just get a stop. No big plays.
Ethan Maxwell has the kicking duties for the Bulldogs. Kick is down the right side, taken by one of the up men. That's number 11, Cy Stroman, trying the middle, and he's going to get across the 40 up to the 43-yard line of the Rabbits, where they'll take over 1st and 10. 9:30 on the clock here in the first quarter. This first quarter action is being brought to you by Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Mr. Lee Haggard is the man. If you want to do banking business in Jefferson, go see Lee down at Riverside Bank of Jefferson.
Probably the guy they're going to be keying with is Markalen Batten. He's the tailback, and he'll slip out and catch a lot of passes also.
Peyton Harrison is in at quarterback. They're going to have trips to the right. This will go to Batten, cutting back to the middle, but he'll be brought down for a short gain. 3-yard gain on the carry up to the 46-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Rabbits. So the Rabbits are going to show a little slower paced offense. They're going to actually huddle up and talk about it, where the Bulldogs like to move fast and just come up to the line. tight formation for the Rabbits. Fake the handoff. He's under pressure. He's got a man open. That's number 5, DC Range, going down the right side. He'll have the first down into Bulldog territory to the 35-yard line. Good play action pass by Harrison. Rolls out and has the man open. That's something we talked about. These guys are going to have to stay at home. You know, guys out on the edge got to keep it inside, and if one gets out, you got to catch up.
Right.
So Peyton can throw the ball downfield.
So we did have a penalty on that play, but it was declined. Did y'all hear what that was?
Missed it, I'm sorry.
1st and 10 for the Rabbits. Harrison in the gun. And he's got a man open on the side. That's Jaden Riley. Short gain. The Rabbits have a whole slew of weapons they can use, especially at receiver. We'll be calling a bunch of different names. Batten will be the main running back for them.
Riley came with 419 yards rushing or passing and 119 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns through the air and 1 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 7 now for the Rabbits. This will go to Batten, trying the right side, now cutting back up to the middle, but he's brought down by the Bulldog defense. Short gain.
Pick up about 3, it looks like.
Yeah, about 3 on the carry. That's going to bring up about 3rd and 5, maybe a little less than 5.
Once again, a short gain on the play.
Got 7:50 remaining in the first quarter here at Jerry Bennett Field.
This is the play where they need to stop them.
About 3rd and 5. Harrison hands off to Batten, going up the middle, and he is brought down.
Runs into that Bulldog brick wall.
Right at the 30-yard line.
Dale Brown, first man to him, makes the drop. It'll bring up 4th and 5. Expect Peyton to go downfield on this one.
Yeah, I'd be looking for that play action again, maybe a out route by a receiver just to get that first down, but never discount going to that end zone. They're not, like I said, on 4th down, they're not afraid to go deep. They're going to send trips to the left, one to the right. Batten's in the backfield with Harrison. He's going out in the flat, but here goes Harrison looking under some pressure, looking to go deep. He throws. It is over. Should have been intercepted.
Overthrew his man and got lucky.
Jaden Riley was out there. He was the intended receiver.
That was actually pretty smart. Okay, let that go because you're up at the 30. You know, he would have been down and had to make a move to get out of the end of the Bulldog field. So Chris Love, that was a good call. Let it go. Turnover on downs, guys. That's what we talked about. That's what we needed on this first series. Give that defense a little momentum. Brings that high-powered Bulldog offense back out.
And a chance to open up some distance between them and the Rabbits.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball is spotted at the 30-yard line. This will go to Williams up the middle. Bounces off one defender.
Dang, like a battering ram.
Yep, up to the 38-yard line. Gain of 8 on the carry. Williams just adding to the stats for this year. Already over 1,000 yards on 113 carries. Once again, it's Williams. He's going to be rounded up this time. Maybe lost a yard. Now they got him right at the line. No gain. 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs. 6:15 and counting.
And we've got an official's timeout on the field. No matter what you hear, do not be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut rate policy online now, and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, Brown Rig Insurance can offer benefits you cannot get from any website. Expert advice, personal service, and choice of coverages from quality carriers. Contact Brown Rig Insurance to get more value in your coverage. Call 903-938-2828 8888 or see them online at www.brownrigins.com.
You know, guys, before the game, we were down there and talked to Coach Taylor briefly. He said these guys were ready, they were confident, and you can kind of see it out there. The guys were loose, you know, not real tense. Ned, I don't know if you've seen that as well. The guys just kind of knew what they had to do, but focused on the game, but just they looked loose and ready to play. And that's the way you want to be before a game. You don't want to be all tensed up and just thinking too hard
burning your
about
energy.
it. Yeah, just loosen up, have fun. That's what this game's all about.
Right.
I'll tell you what, between these two teams, there's been a lot of chitter-chatter going back and forth between the kids you know all week long.
Hey, this is the old Highway 59
That's
rivalry.
Right. That's it.
It used to be Linden, but Linden has dropped down to 2A now. Now you go up, what,
Atlanta
20 miles?
taking its place, yeah.
Yeah, 20 miles from, from Linden. And
we've had some headbangers with them over the years, too.
Highway 59 rivalry is back. Bulldogs come out with trips to the right. Turkey's in the backfield. If you don't know who Turkey is, that's Jermaine Hopkins. Taylor puts Hopkins in motion. He goes out to him, but probably just as well he dropped that one.
Yeah, because two was keying on him right there on the bat, four right behind him.
Yeah, Landon Johnson and Caleb Francisco had that one read from the get-go. But, you know, hey, keep that in your pocket because you could fake that, and this guy coming down the sideline, somebody's going to bite on it like that touchdown before. All you need is that guy to just stutter, step, and stop, go right around him.
Kind of like what you used to do.
Oh, I miss it. What'd I tell you, Ned? I had to get on the field just for a second to get that feel of turf again. So 4th and 2, that brings Maxwell out. They're going to punt this one away. Gets a good kick down the right side. And it's bobbled. That was number 7, Jaden Riley, bobbled the return, but he was able to recover it. So Atlanta's going to have it 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
Riley's going to have every opportunity. They're going to want to try to get the ball in his hand any way they can. Punt, return, or receivers.
Yeah, the Rabbits pretty much just like the Bulldogs. A lot of weapons on offense. They could spread the ball around. Bulldogs have got to watch that play action pass. Don't bite on that fake handoff.
Right.
.557 remaining in the first. Trips to the right. And this will be Batten trying the middle. Get a decent gain, maybe 3 yards up to the 33.
Dale Brown, a little bit of that was some of his action, brought him down.
Dale Brown's another one of them that'll come in and
put a hit on you.
Well, on offense, he'll come in for Cameron Williams every now and then at running back as well. He's got some good speed.
Yes, he does.
Okay, now look at this formation. They got 4 receivers over here on the left-hand side.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was some kind of a hook and ladder, but no, it goes it the opposite way.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's Jaden Riley is going to go the distance from the, what was that, the 33? 35?
I'm sorry, 33, yeah.
67 yards.
And Harrison hit him in stride quickly. Chris was on him, and he just had one step on him, and that was one too many.
5:10 on the clock, that Rabbit touchdown. That's going to bring out number 3, C.J. Whaley for the Rabbits for the PAT attempt. Snap, it's down, the kick is up, and it is good.
That'll tie it back up, 7-7.
5:10 left here in the first quarter. And like Greg said, we're all knotted at 7.
I tell you what, guys, that anytime you see that kind of formation that puts a one-on-one scenario on the opposite side of the field, and, man, that Jaden Riley's got some speed.
He does. And Harrison put it right in his hands, too.
Just a little 5-yard slant in play, and it connected. Man, he's got some speed. That was That was Chris Love trying to
was,
catch him. Yeah.
But he just took it to the house. Had 2 steps on his defender, and it was all over. So now the Bulldogs once again have to be watching out for an onside kick.
That's going to be number 3, C.J. Whaley, kicking off for the Rabbits. Back deep, Chris Love and Jermaine Hopkins standing about their own 10-yard line. Whaley's got a decent leg. He's going to go to Chris Love, starting about the 15. He's got some blockers. Cuts it to the outside.
He's got
some
the
speed
corner.
up to the 50, across the 50.
And treats the defender rudely. Slams him to the dirt and just walks over him.
Looks like the 45 of the Rabbits where the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
Time to put this one into the end zone. Get that lead back.
Bulldogs come out 1st and 10 from the 45 of the Atlanta Rabbits. Avery Lawson blocking for Williams this time, bumping it to the outside.
There you go. Hit him low.
Going to take him down for a gain of 3. Down to the, or is that 2?
About 2, I believe. It's going to start it at the
43.
Yes.
Yeah. 2nd and 8 now for the Bulldogs. Mr. John Attaway is our producer tonight, and he's got some help from one of the young Bulldogs. Mr. Ethan is up here. He's going to be learning the ropes. 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs. This will go to Williams, going to try the left side. He's got the speed. He gets the edge. He bumps it out down to the 32-yard line. That'll be a 1st down for the Bulldogs. 1st down brought to you by Riverside Bank of Jefferson.
Corium Planton knocked him out. So what is it, 32-yard line, Bobby?
Yes, sir. Twins to the right. This will go to Williams. Up the middle, breaks the tackle, spins around to the 25-yard line.
He was one broken tackle away from breaking that one
he
all
was.
the way.
Gain of 7 on that 1st down carry. 2nd and 3 now for the Bulldogs.
A little more than that. Kind of on the 25.
Williams again. Yeah, he didn't get much on that
he got
carry.
back to the line, and that's it.
Brings up 3rd down now. 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs.
3:39 left here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Jefferson and Atlanta.
And we got a flag. Is that a sideline warning?
I think it's more than a warning.
Coach is getting the
Trey Carson was out at
location.
He was doing the Jerry Bennett thing. He was out at the numbers.
Yes, and that's when they threw the flag.
Warning.
Yeah, Trey was out there about 5
He
yards.
was.
If you guys don't know Trey Carson's history, he's from Liberty Ilo. He was running back for Oregon, then transferred to Texas A&M. Went to the pros, bounced around a little bit. Now he's here in Jefferson. Here's Taylor running out. He's got he had some room, but he once again that cornerback bit, and that was Avery Lawson. Just the pass was just a little too high, but we do have a Bulldog bail bond penalty sitting down.
Hope that's not a holding penalty.
Yeah, it's not a good area of the field for that flag to be in for us.
And it is. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 13 for the Bulldogs.
Keelan Williams had a handful of shirt. So it'll be 3rd and 13 now for the Bulldogs.
Taylor's got twins to the left. Single receiver is Chris Love on the near side. And what do we got? A timeout?
Yeah, I think Coach Taylor wanted to take a minute here and just decide what we're doing and what we're not going to do.
You got to make this one count. 3rd and 13. You're on the 35-yard line of the Rabbits. So this is an opportunity they have to take control of here and try to get this first down.
Right. Keep this drive alive and have the momentum on your side.
Bobby, so far, just like we predicted, it's going to be a slugfest all the way through.
It's going to be whichever defense can step up and make a stop.
That's right.
And maybe a back-to-back stop because, this thing's – I expect it to go back and forth. Mr. Doug Thompson has some scores for us. Tatum and Liberty Ilo tonight. It's Liberty Ilo 6-0 over Tatum in the first quarter. And Gladewater is over Sabine 14-0. Carthage is over San Benito 20, I believe that's 21-0.
If they so chose, that could be 100-0. That's a little old team that's 0-5 so far in the season and not doing much.
So trips to the right, twins to the left. 3rd and 13. Taylor drops back, looking. He's under pressure. He's got Chris Love, but he's going to take it.
He's got
himself.
the first down.
Oh, I don't know if he does. Yeah, he does.
Oh, yeah, he's well over by 3 yards. Down to
man.
the 20.
He had Chris
That's
Love.
why Tobias is so dangerous. He can
Love
slither right back there and then just find a gap and shoot it.
Love was open on a post route, but that didn't matter. This will go to Williams up the middle for a short gain.
Bad snap. Tobias just picked it right up.
Yeah, he did.
Handed it to Cam. And
hey, take over the play call. I can't see. I got the wall right here. It's all you.
Yeah, 30 seconds left on the play clock. 2:40, and it's rolling in the first quarter.
There goes Cam. He's got an alley. Boom. He's down there. Down to about the 11. See where they spot it. Maybe the 13-yard line. Bring up 3rd and 3.
Forgot all about this. I guess I can do it, huh? Thanks, John. Our producer says, what are you doing? Williams up the middle. He's got a block. He's going to be inside the 10.
So that'll be a first down.
Enough for the first down. Down to the 8-yard line. So it'll be move those chains, boys. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
First down brought to you by Riverside Bank of Jefferson.
5-yard gain. He's over 50 yards on the night so far.
Be Williams again, trying the left side. Oh, did he? No, I thought he had fumbled there. He's down to about the 5-yard line.
Pick up of 3. It'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 5.
This will be a wildcat formation with Williams going to take the snap. Chris Love moves into block. Jakiri Johnson in there right up the middle. And maybe down to the 3.
Yep. He dove over the top. Let's see where they spot. I believe it's going to be the 3. It will be the 3-yard line. So it'll bring 2nd and goal.
Same formation again. Wildcat Cameron Williams. Oh, he fumbles the snap. Just get on it, and he is down about the 11-yard line.
Yeah.
Boy, loss of 8
to the 10
on the play.
That one hurts right there. Jermaine Hopkins will come in to relieve Williams.
This might be where you want to look at for number 3.
You know, that
he's got
corner.
He's got a shorter corner out there.
Atlanta's going to call a timeout. So with 37 seconds left here, we're tied at 7. Bulldogs knocking on the door. 4th and 5. Was it 4th and 10 now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
after that loss.
When Mother Nature sends her hordes of pests and bugs at you, call Patterson Pest Patrol. Owned and operated by Marion County's Sheila Kendrick, Deke's daughter. Patterson Pest Patrol has grown to cover 17 counties, all over East Texas. Her staff knows the roads around here. Fleas, termites, rodents, bedbugs. Ooh. They put the cuffs on pests so you can rest. Call Sheila and her crew at 903-799-9138.
Bobby, if you don't know who Deke is, you haven't lived in Marion County for more than 20 years.
That's right. I want to give a big shout out to Sheila because she's putting a lot into this crappie tournament that's going on out at Lake of the Pines.
And
so
she's bringing it into Jefferson and Marion County.
And like I said, tomorrow at 1 o'clock, anybody can come down here to the football field, and it's going to be a huge fish fry tomorrow for everybody.
Sounds like I can walk down here and have lunch.
So this is 4th down from around the 10-yard line. Taylor's going to look
See
to
low.
throw.
Oh, no. Oh, wow. He
Whoa,
overthrew
way
everybody.
That was
Gray came off to the right side, and 3 went up the middle.
So that'll turn over on downs. That's one of them defensive stops we talked about for Atlanta. See if they can come out and get anything going on offense. We're all tied up 7-7.
31 seconds left here in the first quarter.
And Atlanta have it 1st and 10 from their 10-yard line. So the Rabbits really spreading the ball around. Jaden Riley, Markeelan Batten, Peyton Harrison, they're doing most of the work on offense. A lot of weapons to choose from for the Rabbits. So here they come 1st and 10. Goes
Got
to
him.
Batten,
Oh,
but he
yeah.
is
Oh.
held up.
He ran into a Bulldog brick wall there, did Batten.
That was Dale Brown, I believe, number 9 that stuffed him.
That was a loss of 5. Back at the 5-yard line.
That's a good way to make it 2nd and 15. And that is the end of the first quarter.
Bulldog fans, we are knotted up 7 apiece after 1. Jefferson's play coming on a pass from Tamias Taylor to Jakiri Johnson, 47 yards, and Atlanta's pass play was 67 yards. That was Peyton Harrison to Jaden Riley, and that's where we're at 7-7. Some score updates. Tatum and Liberty Ilo. Tatum takes the lead 7-6 over Liberty Ilo. Gladewater is up 14-0 over Sabine. White Oak has a bye week this week, so they're not playing. And then Carthage is still 21-0 over San Benito. That is Mr. Doug Thompson with Thompson Insurance Marketing, where Medicare is made easy. If you have any questions about Medicare insurance this year, call Doug Thompson at 903-231-8491.
I did call Doug last year, and he set us up on one heck of a policy. Really has been nice. It was so nice that they paid me $600 to play golf this year, Bobby.
I'm gonna have to. Let me call Doug and see at 56 what I can get. I think I've got a few more years.
Yeah, you do. You got to wait your turn.
Man.
Yeah, 65 is the Medicare age.
So we're gonna flip.
You're knocking
ends.
on that door, aren't you?
Yes, I am. 62.
So the Rabbits come back 2nd and 15 now. Harrison in the gun, drops back to pass. A quick one in the flat to Batten. He gets about 5 up to the 10-yard line. So it will be 3rd and 10 now, or 3rd and 9. They're going to give him another one up to the 11.
We need to hold him here.
Yeah, these are a couple of big plays for the Bulldog defense.
Harrison's got trips to the right, single to the left. Batten's going out in the flat, and he goes to Batten. Oh,
Intercepted. Chris Love.
There you go at the 20.
Fly went up and caught that one. That's what we were talking about earlier, Bobby. With his light height and athletic ability, he is a threat on offense and defense.
Oh, so can't wait to see the replay on that one. Here we go.
When he's on defense, he's the fly trap.
Yeah.
But Bulldogs.
So that was Batten coming out of the backfield.
Yes, it was.
There he is coming out of the backfield.
And he was actually open.
Oh, yeah.
It was just a short pass. It was underthrown to Batten. Chris Love got his hands on it. And the Bulldogs have it at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10.
First turnover of the game goes in favor of the Bulldogs, so let's see if they can capitalize. Taylor to Williams, going to bounce it out to the left, and he's going to have to make something happen because there's 3 defenders there.
He might have stretched a yard out of it. I don't think so. I think he got back to the line, and that's about it.
Brought down by number 11, Cy Stroman for the
Yeah,
Rabbits.
they're marking that back on the 21-yard line. Yeah, he stretched that play out, but never could get out from in front of the defenders.
Taylor drops back to pass, looking left, and he's got a man.
There he is. Is that Turkey?
That is
24.
It is. My man.
Not enough for the first.
Where are they marking that?
Looks like the 12-yard line.
9 yards.
So
third and 1.
Cambo, you can do this one, buddy.
Quick snap will go to Williams. He'll have the first down up the middle, inside the 10.
Wow, I just saw one Bulldog and he slapped across the field down there.
That was
Right,
74, wasn't it?
They're at the 9.
Devontae Marshall. Williams cuts it back up the middle, inside the 5.
Down to about the 2, isn't it? Where will they spot this? Is it the 3?
They got him at the 4.
4.
So 2nd and goal now, inside the 5, ball's at the 4. Dale Brown is in the backfield now, number 9, alongside Tomias Taylor.
Just a fresh running back for the tired defense to try and stop.
Dale Brown pushed the
He
pile.
is pushing it.
And they push it the wrong direction. Gets him down to the 3.
Pushed it down to, where are
About
they
the
going to mark?
3 or 4.
The 2? Yeah, he's marking it at the 2.
It's at the 3-yard line.
Yeah,
At the
3-yard
3?
line.
Okay, yeah, now they've got it in at the 3.
Dale Brown stays in the backfield. Twins to the right for Taylor. Taylor looking to throw. He's got a man wide open.
Turkey.
Jermaine Hopkins, 3-yard touchdown. With 9:19 remaining in the first quarter.
So the dog defense so far has been able to hold the Atlanta Rabbits.
And the big thing was the turnover they got, which they turned into a touchdown.
Had to capitalize on that turnover.
You got to do it. Here
Ethan.
comes the extra point.
Ethan Maxwell in. Bad snap. Get it up, and it is blocked. Got to get on him. You got to get on him. Yeah, I think he stepped out.
He stepped
right
out
there.
of bounds.
So that PAT by Maxwell is no good.
That was a bad snap.
Right.
13-7 Bulldogs in the second quarter. Just like we talked about, defense steps up, causes a turnover.
But here's the replay of that touchdown. He's looking one way.
Wide open.
Then Turkey makes a break, makes it the post pattern, and gets wide open.
The main thing is that offensive line is giving him plenty of time to look, do his check downs, and then go for the open guy.
Right. I thought I saw him check down once and, go to the second receiver. There's that interception by Chris Love.
The fly trap.
9:19 left in the second quarter. Bulldogs 13, Rabbits 7.
Bulldog fans, stick around for the halftime show. We'll be featuring both bands from Jefferson and Atlanta. Have the Strutters, the Color Guard, and the Mighty Bulldog Marching Band, all brought to you by
And
JISD.
we saw Zeus's chair down there. The band's going to do something.
Yeah, something a little different tonight.
The show this year for the Bulldog Band is Zeus.
So here comes Maxwell. He has it teed
I've
up.
seen the T-shirts.
Kick down the middle. Received at about the 16-yard line. Going to come around near side. That is number 12, Braylon Rowe. Decent return past the 40.
Up to the 41, or that's
well,
it. Stepped out at the 40.
Standing at the 40.
I can't,
Even the kickoffs, it's just back and forth.
We had the guidelines, so I can't really comment. But, he's supposed to come up with the play to get an accurate spot, but he was just a little slow.
You know what? It's okay with me on this one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just a recommendation, not a criticism. Okay. I sometimes like those refs that'll actually outrun the players because they're keeping up so good. 1st and 10 for the Rabbits at the 40-yard line. Harrison keeps it himself around the right side.
Fakes the handoff and takes it himself.
That'll be enough for a first down into Bulldog territory.
Boy, big pickup that time.
19
yards, yeah. Down to the Bulldog 41.
We talked about that before the game. Got to keep it all inside of you. Stay at home.
Right. He got outside, had one man to beat.
Yeah, just you can't jump on that fake handoff. Let it take place and then react. This one will go to Batten around the left side. And he's got a short gain down to the 39-yard line of the Bulldogs. Gain of 2 on the carry brings up 2nd and 8.
Jakari Johnson on the tackle. You just joined us. 8:25 left here in the first half. Bulldogs up 13-7. Atlanta has it at the Bulldog 39. 2nd and 8.
PAT attempt on the last touchdown was blocked. It was a bad snap,
a
low snap. He couldn't get it down. So Maxwell did what he could do. Empty backfield for the Rabbits. Quarterback keeper. That was actually number 7, Jaden Riley. And we got a flag coming in late.
Ooh, Chris Love.
Might have been a hold.
Let's hope. We'll take that.
It came behind the play, and that was number 28, Cornell Nunn, that looked to be held up a little bit.
Let's see what the referee calls as he's walking up between the teams. Clipping. Or chop block.
Chop block.
Yeah. That's just as good as a hold.
That's a 15-yarder, isn't it?
I believe so.
Oh, it's against us.
Well, that changes everything right there.
Sure does.
Number 28, defense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
And it's 10 yards instead of 15.
But that was, I never seen none go low. I actually thought he got held. So that'll give the Rabbits 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 29-yard line as we wind down this second quarter. And we're just about set to go. 1st and 10, Rabbits. Handoff.
Boom.
Up the middle. He's still bouncing around.
He's giving it his best effort.
C. Love had a hold of him, fly.
That was number 6, Jamarian Austin for the Rabbits on the carry.
4 yards on the gain, I guess, or is that 3?
Looks like 4.
4.
Yeah, gave him 4. 2nd and 6 now for the Rabbits. 26-yard line. Tight formation on the right side.
Get in.
And Batten will go up the middle for a short gain, maybe 2 yards on the carry. Brings up right at 3rd and 5 now for the Rabbits.
On the tackle, big number 53 for the Bulldogs, Alex Xavier Pryor.
The man in the middle. Third and 5, Harrison in the gun with Batten to his left, twins to the right, twins to the left. This will go to Batten up the middle.
Oh,
he just runs right into the
waiting for him that
backside
time.
of the line.
That was Keyshawn Whitaker. You are correct, Bobby. He just waited for him and popped him at the line of scrimmage.
So that's going to bring up 4th and 5 now for the Rabbits. At the 24-yard line.
But you can't let up. You've got to go after him on this play too, defense.
Defense needs to hold strong right here and get a stop.
Watch for the pass.
Watch out for number 7. He's got
And
pressure
he's under
coming
pressure.
on Harrison. Moving backwards, looking to throw. He's going deep, and it is knocked down.
Blocked down.
I think that was Fly. No, that was number.
Is that
was
18?
Fly maybe that knocked it down.
Another turnover on downs.
Yeah, 18 was back there too, Lamarian Douglas. So the Bulldogs are going to take over 1st and 10.
Well, guys, that was a big defensive play right there.
Huge play for the defense.
They put the pressure on Peyton where he had to force himself out to the sidelines. He had nowhere to run.
Yeah, he was just throwing it as he was going out of bounds. So,
but you know,
a lot of times that's the type of pass you get intercepted. You're just throwing it away.
I got to give him credit, though. A right-handed passer rolling left, he had some zip on that ball going out of bounds.
Yeah,
he
throw
was
it
back,
out of the end zone.
He was back at the 40, threw it into the end zone.
Yes.
1st and 10 Bulldogs. Taylor puts a man in motion. That's Tigray. Drops back to pass.
Tigray's got wide open.
He's got a man wide open.
Oh,
man.
Just out of his reach.
Wow.
Turkey, Jermaine Hopkins on the wheel route.
He doesn't miss many.
Yeah, he had Tigray up the side
He
here,
did.
too.
He did. Clock stops at 5:39. 13-7 is your score. Bulldogs up by 6.
And looking for more.
Bulldogs move fast back up to the line. 2nd and 10. This will hand off up the middle for Williams.
There he goes.
Cambo marching.
Up to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down, brought to you by Riverside Bank of Jefferson.
Move those chains, boys.
Well, I tell you, when he hits that hole, he is so quick.
I'm telling you.
He sees that opening and then just turns on the jets.
Yes, right through it.
Got a rabbit's got
Gone.
a cramp that's going down there.
Why don't you give us a read real quick, Greg? Throw one of our sponsors' ad in here.
When you need help with your insurance coverage, where do you go? A website? An automated service center? Not if you come to Brown Rig Insurance Agency. Brown Rig is your hometown independent insurance agent, so you receive personal, knowledgeable service and advice from someone you know and trust. Call Brown Rig Insurance Agency at 903-938-8888 or visit their website at www.brownrigins.com.
Well, Bobby, we could get another score right here before halftime. This would be
that'd be huge.
Yes. Looking for a big play here.
Rabbits will get the kickoff after the half. This will go to Williams around the right side. Breaks the tackle, cuts it back, going side to side, and maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think that's about it, too.
Yeah, not finding much there.
Had a hat come off. That was Blaine Humphrey. He'll have to sit out a play. And we've got a
official's timeout. He's telling the play clock operator to set the play clock.
Going to use his mic.
5:03
on the
needed
clock.
on the game clock. There
Yes.
we go.
Okay.
He's got it. So Bulldogs facing 2nd and 9 now from just across the 40-yard line. Taylor drops back to throw. Looking down the right side, and that one
is that intercepted?
That was Peyton Harrison. So a turnover by the Bulldogs will give the Rabbits the ball at midfield.
Yeah, just a diving catch.
4:53 left here in the first half.
Here's the replay on it.
He just threw that one behind him.
Man, that was a group of defenders over there.
Yeah, was it tipped before it got there? It was hard to tell. But there were 3 defenders midway through the flight of that ball and jumping up trying to tip it.
Here come the Rabbits 1st and 10 from midfield. Harrison looking to throw. Pump fakes going down the left side. He's got a man, but it is overthrown.
And out of bounds.
Good move by Tyler McCurry that time. He just got in front of him and forced him to slow down.
Harrison's going out. Looks like he's on the sideline. Maybe he had something in his eye, maybe. Got a rag wiping. They're going to have another quarterback coming in. That's Brady Partain, number 9, it looks like.
Yeah, he's all right. Peyton is. He's coming back.
Like wiping his eyes. This one will go up the middle to Batten.
Well, he was tripped up and just kept charging forward, picking up about 3 yards.
You know, Ned, that play where he rolled out a little while ago, I could have swore he threw that with his right hand. And that last play he's throwing left-handed.
Different quarterback.
No, it was
no,
number
it was
0.
same. It was
same
yeah,
one.
it was Peyton.
Yeah.
I thought he was left-handed, but
I could swear he was throwing right, but I
He
could
may
be
have.
wrong. So third and a long 8 now. Quarterback keeper by Harrison up the middle. That's got to wrap him up, and they
he
do.
made good spin move and stepped up for about a 2-yard gain.
To the 46-yard line, so that's going to bring up 4th and 6 now for the Rabbits. And I don't think they want to turn this thing over with 3:51 at midfield, so that'll bring out the punt team.
Yeah, they're changing personnel and gonna punt.
Well, they want us to think we're going to punt.
Yeah, you got to watch.
Yes, you
That's
do.
Peyton.
Yeah,
That's your quarterback right there. Could be a gimmick from here.
and they're going to take a
Taylor's going
timeout.
to take it. Coach Taylor, he saw that.
Yeah, you don't want to give a good runner blockers in front of him.
Yeah, you know, you sit there on a punt return and you think, all right, I just got to hold my man up and he's going to kick, and then all of a sudden he takes off running. You go, uh-oh, what's going on here? And it's hard to get out of that block.
Peyton's still wiping his face with towel over there on that eye.
May have
I got a finger in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So Bulldog fans, like I said, stick around for the halftime show. The Mighty Bulldog Marching Band will be performing with the JHS Color Guard and JHS Strutters. And we will also feature the Atlanta Rabbit Band. They've brought the whole...
Well, the Atlanta band made the state finals last year down in San Antonio. So they're not bad either.
They've got the whole wagon
We
train.
know a guy that's got a son that plays in the band.
That's
yes,
him?
we do. Mr. Attaway has a son in the band.
John has the controls for us tonight, bringing you all the action. So now it looks like they're going to go for it, guys. 4th and 6.
This is not a punting formation.
He might just.
Looks like a running play
A
formation.
little quick kick, maybe. Let's see. Batten goes out to the right. You got to watch him because he can go deep.
Yep.
And he does drop back. He's looking for
throwing
him. And that was
Did
caught.
you trap it? Did you trap that?
No, he did trap it. Incomplete.
Yeah, that hit the ground.
The linesman was waving his arms as incomplete. He trapped it.
That was close.
Yeah, it was.
Do you
He
have
got
the replay on
fingertipped it
that,
up off
John?
the ground.
Yep.
Let's watch this.
So here's the throw.
Oh, it's hard to see. It went too fast.
I'm not so sure that didn't hit the ground. Kind of bounced
Yeah.
up to him.
Yes.
Regardless, Bulldog.
It's a
football,
turnover on downs.
1st and 10 with plenty of time.
3:28 left here in the first half. Trailing by 6 are the Rabbits to the Bulldogs. If we could get an insurance touchdown here, it'd be nice.
Give them some breathing room. So from the 46-yard line. Yeah, the 46-yard line.
Low
Fumble.
snap. Taylor's got to get on it. He does.
He
Throw
had
it
time
away.
enough.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
got
He
rid
did.
of it.
Yeah.
Bad snap leads to Taylor just getting rid of that one and live to fight another day. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Bulldogs.
That's where his mobility comes in handy. He's able to move around back there and get rid of the ball.
Yeah, he was able to get to it quickly, pick it up, and then, moved and got rid of it.
Taylor sends twins to the left. Love is out to the right, dropping back.
More pressure coming.
Oh, he's going to be sacked. He wanted to go deep.
Yeah.
And then tucked it down like he was going to run, but there were 2 defenders waiting on him.
Loss of 5. It'll be 3rd and 16 now.
That was Eli Mitchell for the Rabbits, number 8. So now both offenses kind of stalling out here at the end of the second quarter.
Right.
Clock
Bulldogs
still
have
running.
2 more chances to get a first down into Rabbit territory.
I think they'll punt this one. They won't. If we don't get it, I'm pretty sure we'll punt that away.
Empty backfield now for the Bulldogs. Trips to the right, twins to the left. And that ball
that
is
was blocked
tipped.
at the line.
We got a
Got
flag,
a flag
down.
right here.
Waiting to see what's going to be called.
You would think that would be holding. That's right where it happens, but we'll wait. Yeah, it is. It's holding.
It's not going to be
against
good for the Bulldogs.
Bulldog bail bonds penalty. Mr. Ken Tomlinson. And
That is
you're not paying attention, are you?
Bulldog bail bonds.
Ken Tomlinson and
John Taylor.
there. That's
For 33 years I know of. Maybe this may be the 34th.
the penalty was declined.
4th and long for the Bulldogs. That'll bring out Maxwell to punt it away. Back deep for the Rabbits is the elusive Jaden Riley. He was the one responsible for the Rabbit touchdown in the.
Boy, watch for coming in on the Thor's back there, but
The Bulldogs have had 4 penalties tonight, by the way.
oh my goodness.
That's
That's
kick
not
went
even-
straight up in the
That-
air
that- oh
and
my goodness.
backwards. Get on it. There you go. We were at the 40, and I think they're going to have it at the 30.
They got a yard out of that.
39.
Yeah, he had a heavy rush and just tried to make sure he got it off.
I think that one caught the toe and just
and-
went straight up.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's one of the few bad ones he's had this year.
Yeah,
He's just a sophomore.
that's okay. That's going to bring out this Bulldog defense.
2:25 left on the clock. Bulldogs guarding a 6-point lead.
Harrison's going to have trips to the right, and that's Batten in the backfield. And this will go to Batten up the left side. He gets a block and gets some positive yardage, about 5 yards on the carry. Brings up 2nd and 5 now for the Rabbits.
2:08 and ticking.
That's the one good thing about them doing a running play is the clock will not stop. But the Bulldogs are, here comes the defense now.
Play action under pressure, low throw, incomplete. That'll stop the clock. Brings up 3rd and 5 now for the Rabbits.
Cornell Nunn was all over him right there and forced him to throw it.
Right, the Bulldog defense has been coming up big here lately.
Stops the clock with 1:52 left in the first half.
I tell you what, guys, when you're on defense and they do that play action, it's hard not to bite on that.
It is. The good fakers can just fool you into thinking that somebody else has the ball.
Quarterback keeper.
Oh, they got him.
No gain on that one. 4th and 5 for the Rabbits.
He was just taking this steps at a walking pace toward the line and looking for somewhere to go, and there was nothing doing.
I'll call a timeout.
You got to watch Harrison, man. He's elusive back there at
Yeah,
quarterback.
he is. He's a dual threat. He's a pretty good baseball player, too.
Yeah, a lot of weapons on that Rabbit offense. And like we said, you know, coming in the 3rd quarter, Rabbits will get the opening kickoff. They deferred after winning the coin toss.
Deferred to the second half, and it'll be Rabbits ball here, then literally Rabbits ball again.
Bulldog fans, once again, if you're in the area tomorrow at 1 o'clock, a free fish fry. Say that fast real quick. Go, do it. No.
Free fish fry.
Free fish fry. Free fish fry at 1 o'clock. Anybody who shows up is going to get a free meal. That's from the Brian Sowers Legacy Crappie Tournament. Almost said golf tournament. Crappie Tournament.
This is a national tournament. It's a big one.
It's huge.
I saw one thing that mentioned $75,000 in prizes.
Harrison drops back to pass. Here comes the pressure. He's going to have the first down and more. That'll
put his head down and ran into the defender. Got it to the 24-yard line.
That'll move the chains.
Those chains. $1:30 left here in the first half, and the Rabbits are inching their way toward the end zone.
Ball's at the 24-yard line. Trips to the right. That'll go to Batten up the middle, but I think that is Thor.
Thor met him.
Thor coming in from his linebacker position to make the stop. That keeps the clock running.
Number 9 just ran over and snatched his towel off him.
Was that his or
off at 3? Well, I think it was C.J. Watley's, and
did he want it that bad?
Dale Brown's, and he snatched it right back.
Clock still running. We're at 48 seconds and ticking.
They're going downfield, I would imagine.
Quick throw. Oh, no. Get it. Intercepted.
No. They had a shot at it.
That was Thor coming in, almost had it. It was tipped up for grabs.
Yeah, here's the replay.
Try to quick throw out in the flat.
And the Bulldog defense had that one sniffed out.
Oh, that was
28 got 28? A hand on it.
Cornell
Nunn. Good defensive effort there by the Bulldogs.
I expect him to go downfield this time.
3rd and 10. Harrison drops back to pass.
He's looking for all of it.
Up, and it is. It's a touchdown.
Wow.
It's a touchdown.
Wow. What a
defender
catch
fell
between
down.
2 defenders.
The first defender fell down, and he got the touchdown.
Who caught that touchdown? Did y'all see?
I did not see.
C.J. Whaley, number 3, with 29 seconds on the clock.
But he's going to kick it. He is pretty darn good. Peyton Harrison is the holder. That's good.
It's
And
good.
it's good.
So with 29 seconds left, 14-13 Atlanta up over the Bulldogs by 1.
Oh, that interception would have been huge for the
Oh,
Bulldogs.
I mean.
Yes, it would have. Here we go. Number 3.
Yeah. C.J. Whaley. Freshman.
But just a big, tall kid. And as I say, the defender for Jefferson fell down. Probably, well, it looked like they got their legs tangled, but not something that the referees would call.
I do figure they'll do an onside kick here.
That would be a logical thing to do. Just try to keep control of that ball and don't let a big return come in your face. Because there have been a lot of big returns from both sides tonight on these kicks.
Turkey and fly back deep for the Bulldogs.
That'll be C.J. Whaley kicking off for the Rabbits. Bulldog fans, be sure to stick around for the halftime show. We'll be featuring both bands. Here comes the kick. It's a deep kick down the middle. Travis Gray reverses. Oh, tries to break a tackle.
Sidesteps the.
Don't fumble.
Don't fumble it.
Ooh, looked like
I was
they were
thinking
trying
the
to rip
same
it.
thought. I was like,
Yeah.
man, oh
That was
man.
24, Turkey with the ball.
So Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 with 20 seconds remaining on the clock.
Time enough for Cam to run it all the way down the field, or any of our other backs. And with 2 timeouts left, well, they've got time to run 2 plays.
He may just down this
and go to the house.
Yeah, Atlanta doesn't have any timeouts left.
It's just whether or not the Bulldogs think they can get one down the field.
And Taylor's going to drop back to throw. Looking, scrambling. There's the throw. It's complete. And we got a flag. That's going to be a hold on the Bulldogs. That one's going to come back. That one was complete.
Avery Lawson on the reception.
But I think that's coming back. Bulldog bail bonds penalty laying about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Bobby, I think you are correct.
They're walking backwards, so.
Now I'm thinking we're just going to take a knee and take this one in.
I'm pretty sure.
Here's the call. That one's called on Jatavian Harris. So that's going to end it. First half is in the books. Atlanta has the 1-point lead over your Bulldogs, 14-13 as we take this into halftime. Ned, what are your thoughts on that first half?
Just exactly what I expected. These teams are evenly matched, and it's going to be who makes the least numbered of mistakes before it's all said and done.
And Greg, you know, Bulldogs cashed in on the turnover, on the interception by Chris Love, and then they turn around and they have a turnover with an interception. But, you know, hey, this is a defensive game.
Yes,
you know?
it is. There's been a lot more defense than we might have expected. And this is going to be a barn burner in the second half.
You got them. Ned's got some scores from Doug Thompson. Let's catch up around the area on some local scores.
Tell you what, these games tonight are going to tell the tale, or at least give us a heads up on who's going to be where. But Jefferson trailing Atlanta by 1, 14-13. Tatum and Liberty Idaho at the half, 20-20. And Gladewater over Sabine, 28-14. White Oak has a bye week this week. Pottsboro over Dallas Madison, 21-zip. Winsboro over Mineola, 23-zip. Malakoff over Commerce, 14-6. Hugh Springs over Queen City, 7-6. And Carthage, 42-zip over San Benito.
Let's keep an eye on that Malakoff game because
I'm telling
Commerce
you.
is 1-4, Malakoff 4-0. And
I was thinking the same thing.
What are they, number 4?
4, I believe.
Malakoff?
Malakoff were 3 or 4, weren't they?
Yeah.
Or even as high as 1?
Well, they started at 1, but
started.
then they've dropped off. Let's see what I've got
Yeah,
here.
so Doug will keep us updated on the Malakoff game. And I tell you what, Bulldog fans, let's step away, and we're going to bring you the halftime show, which is being brought to you by Porta-John and Edward Jones. We'll be back after the half.
Drum majors for the band are Mackenzie Lampshire and Kaylee Salaya. This week's section of the week is the baritones. The bandsmen of the week are Jada Blaylock and Maggie Winters. The freshmen of the week are Aaron Lowry and Hayes Holland. All righty, Friday Night Lights fans, it's time to put on your cowboy hat, throw on those chaps, and saddle that horse as the big bad band takes you back to the days of the lawless Wild West and presents their 2024 field production, Wanted, featuring Uninvited by Alanis Morissette and music from The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly by Ennio Morricone, including Ecstasy of Gold with soprano saxophone soloist KJ Smith. The band will close their performance with the Bon Jovi hit Dead or Alive with trumpet soloist Trinity Adams. The band is under direction of Keith Sanders, David Thompson, Kristen Thompson, Hunter Hale, and Larry Brashear. Color guard coordinator is Ms. Janice Conley. Sound engineer is Mr. Aaron Whitehead. Thank you for your applause and enjoy the game. Go Rabbits!
Ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of your halftime entertainment, Jefferson ISD proudly presents your 2024 Jefferson Bulldog Marching Band. Leading the band on the field is Junior Drum Major Richard Snellgrove. Guard captains are Grace Champion and Xavier Brown Robinson. Tonight, the band continues its 2024 performance season with their contest show, Zeus. And member of the week is the Bulldog Drumline. Congrats on your performance at Fire Ant Drumline Festival. Guard member of the week is Mr. Shannon Hensley. field for their halftime performance, the Jefferson High School Strutters. The Strutter of the Week is freshman Ashari Brannon. Tonight, the Strutters will perform to Shut Up and Dance by Walk the Move. Mr. Daniel Hensley and Mrs. Kaylee Hensley. Color guard directed by Mr. Joshua Robinson. And our starter sponsor is Mrs. Lisa Robinson. Thank you, and go Bulldogs!
And welcome back, Bulldog fans. We hope you enjoyed that halftime show. Greg's going to get us up to date with the first half stats. What do you got there, Greg?
Well, in the first half, the Bulldogs had 24 carries on offense for 87 yards. The Rabbits carried the ball 16 times for 50 yards unofficially. Through the air, the Bulldogs were 5 of 11 for 69 yards, but 2 touchdowns. And the Rabbits were also 5 of 11 through the air for 122 yards and 2 touchdowns.
And a quick scoring summary real quick. In the first quarter, it was Jefferson, 9:35 on the clock. It was Tomias Taylor to Jakiri Johnson, 47 yards through the air. Ethan Maxwell adding the extra point made it 7-0. And then 5:10 left in the first quarter. Atlanta gets on the board. It was Peyton Harrison to Jaden Riley, 67 yards with the PAT good by C.J. Whaley. Knotted everything up at 7 in the first quarter. Second quarter, 9:19 on the clock. It was Tomias Taylor to Jermaine Hopkins, 3-yard pass play. The PAT was no good, actually blocked, made it 13.
His back pocket right now.
These guys almost mirror each other.
They do. A lot of big key players on offense, but also a good, solid defense on both sides.
Yeah, neither one of the big running backs has broken it open for, well, no rushing touchdowns, as a matter of fact. Cam only has 76 yards on 21 carries. Batten has 19 yards unofficially on 12 carries.
So the Rabbits will be receiving this second half kickoff. The second half is going to be brought to you by Patterson Pest Patrol. They're one of the sponsors for the Brian Sowers Legacy Crappie Tournament taking place tomorrow. If you're in the area, 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon is a fish fry for anybody who shows up. And with over $15,000 in giveaways here at Bulldog Stadium in the parking lot, and I'm sure it will be packed. So get here soon before all the festivities begin.
Bobby, I believe they're going to do the weigh-in here as well.
They are.
Yes, they are. Here's the kickoff.
Ethan Maxwell sends it right down the middle. That goes to number 13.
Oh, fumble. Oh, my goodness.
Bulldogs are pointing that they've got it.
I think so. Yeah, they do.
Second turnover of the night for the Atlanta Rabbits.
That's a huge turnover.
Bulldogs will take it at the 40-yard line of the Rabbits. Just what they needed to start this second half.
Jakari Morrow came out and tossed the ball to the official, so I think he may have recovered the fumble.
Here's the replay.
Number 20.
Number 13.
That was Maxwell in the initial hit. There it is right there.
And there were dogs all over it.
Yeah.
Yes. Looks like they might have stripped him of it. But here we go, 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line for the Bulldogs.
Twin receivers split to the left for Taylor. This will go to Williams up the middle, but he's handled quickly.
Wow, number 18 came in that time.
Yeah,
that's a Cam Williams. Cam Williams tackling Cam Williams.
Sophomore on the senior.
I saw the name and I looked, maybe I've got the wrong roster here.
Yeah.
We have 2 Cam Williams on the field.
Loss of 2 on the play brings up 2nd and 12 for the Bulldogs. Twins to the right. Taylor hands off to Williams, trying to break it up the middle, left side, across the 35 to the 34-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4 now for the Bulldogs. Twins to the right. Offense will move fast. So go to Williams once again. Got a blocker on the left side. He will
Look
have
at
the
there,
first
look at there.
down.
And he
Stiff arm across the 20
one play from breaking it.
to the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. First down brought to you by Riverside Bank of Jefferson.
Cambo just wheeled himself around that end.
16-yard pickup. And he goes almost to 100 yards unofficially.
Hopkins comes in at tailback. Taylor looks to throw. That's that corner route to Johnson, and it's incomplete right off his fingertips. Just a bit. I think he's used to throwing to Chris Love over there with the height.
I thought that was Chris Love.
No, that was Johnson.
I'll be
number
darned.
4.
Yep.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Williams back in the backfield once again. Taylor looking to throw. He's got pressure. Needs to move. Breaks it. Actually gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe. Yeah, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, bring up 3rd and 10 now. Chris Love is split out to the right side. He does have the height advantage over there.
Cy Stroman is covering him.
Taylor drops back to throw. Looking, he's got pressure.
There it is,
Post route.
wide open.
Chris
Oh, he drops it. He bobbled that ball and thrown a little bit behind him and just could not hang on to it.
Brings up 4th and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, the ball's hit the ground a lot on the Bulldogs' passing attack this week.
And Taylor's under a lot of pressure on
He is.
every drop
They're
back.
right in his face. Pocket just collapsing rather quickly around him. Their D linemen are some horses now.
Love will be split to the right where there's trips. Twins to the left. 4th and 10. Taylor drops back. Here comes the pressure once again. He gets out of it. There's the
Oh, D. Gray hit him in the hands just a little bit high. And there's a flag back on the in the end zone.
Bulldog bail bonds penalty. Let's see what the flag is.
Bulldogs are signaling something.
It's against Atlanta, I'm pretty sure.
Here comes the call.
Yeah, the way the defense
number
is
15.
reacting.
DeAndre Simmons was guilty of something back there. Or maybe that was 16, Marshawn Woodbury.
First they're going to mark it off, or they're acting like it.
Here comes the call. Let's see what we've got.
He turns his mic on.
That should be a first down.
Yes, sir.
Moves it inside the 5-yard line.
Move those chains, boys. Who brought that first down to you, Bobby?
That's Riverside Bank of Jefferson right there on Highway 59. Mr. Lee Haggard.
Lee Haggard, been Bulldog backer for 143 years. I think he's 145 years old.
And that unofficially is the first penalty on Atlanta tonight, and it's a big one.
First and goal for the Bulldogs inside the 5-yard line.
Get ready for a steady dose of Cambo.
Cameron Williams is the UNLV commit.
And we're just waiting for the officials to put the ball into play.
And we're ready. Let's do it. Williams up the middle. He's met quickly. Maybe a loss of 1 on the play.
Yep, it's at the 5.
I think they're going to mark it. Let's see where they mark it.
Bobby, Will Baldwin moved over to center and let Holster go to guard. And he's been getting the ball to him pretty quick back there.
Second goal now from the 5-yard line. Twins to the right for Taylor. This will go a little confusion. He's got to make something happen. Pulls
He
up
throws
at the
it,
last second,
touchdown.
throws. Oh, we've got there. Maybe they don't say it. Oh, don't throw the flag. There was a lineman in the end zone.
Was there? Oh, there it is.
No, they didn't throw it.
Yeah, I saw a flag come
I
up.
think that was the ball. There was I didn't see nothing, Ned. I did not see a thing.
Well, if they don't call
I
it.
haven't wrote it down yet, but you can't throw a flag now. It's too late. Let's go. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Kick the ball.
Or would you run it in?
So
Now,
that's going to
Ulster
go.
was following the play.
Who caught the touchdown?
11. T. Gray.
Travis Gray.
Here it is, a repeat.
Yeah, one more time.
9:02. Well,
now they're stopping the play.
I didn't see anything there.
That was, I want to say that was 74. Devontae Marshall was right at the pylon by the ref. There you go. They called it. And you can't miss that one. I'm like, what is going on? And just when I wrote it down, too, I thought it was going to stand. Okay, so move it back. Yeah, Devontae Marshall was right by that back judge.
Yeah, I saw him back there.
I was like, what? Wait a minute.
He was with him.
Yeah. Okay, so that moves it back. It's still 2nd and goal now. Yeah, I thought that was too late to throw the flag, too. Third and goal now. Trips to the right. Taylor drops back to throw. You got him.
That's it. Touchdown.
Showtime. Number 17, Avery Lawson.
A-Law.
Oh, that was, where was that ball spotted?
The 8.
8-yard touchdown throw.
Going
8:55 on the clock.
Going for the PAT. A moment ago, the snap was just low.
Right, on the previous one. So here comes.
Set, down, kick is up, and it is good.
There we go.
So now the Bulldogs take a 20-14 lead. Here comes the replay.
Okay, here's the replay of the one that got. No, this is the replay of the touchdown. Yeah, just lots of time.
Good catch by Lawson.
Yeah.
Lawson, yeah.
Gets the foot down.
Lawson sold a route to his defender, broke it off, got open, touchdown.
Now it's time to play some defense. But, you know, that heads-up play, let's go back to that play with the penalty back there. Heads up by Cameron Williams.
Yes.
To see a man that's open.
Not only that, but to get out of at least 4 or 5 tackles. Let's watch. Let me count this. Here's 1. There's 2. 3. 3 tackles he avoided.
And then he had 2 men
but
in
see,
the end
even
zone.
77 was in the end zone. Okay.
With his blazing beauty.
Yeah, Holscher's down there in the end zone celebrating, too. Hey, I like it, though. Good.
Yeah. Broken play, make something from it. You just end up with a mistake.
Maxwell. Oh, that hit
hit a defender. Yes.
But they do recover it at the 40-yard line. Rabbits will have it 1st and 10.
That's one of the ways to recover an onside kick is just kick it hard at a defender, bounce it off of him.
Bounce it off of him, yeah. 39-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10.
8:54 left here in the third quarter, and Bulldogs up 20-14 over the Atlanta Rabbits. This has been a knuckle buster all night long.
Now they do move it up to the 40. 8:54 on the clock in the third quarter.
So now we'll see what Atlanta has brought out in the second half.
Twins are to the right, single receiver left. Oh, might have been
offsides.
Was it offsides or false start? There's a throw, incomplete. That one was broken up by number 12, Chance Washington.
So now we'll wait and see who's the flag against. Obviously, both sides are going to say, the other side moved.
Yeah, it is. I think it's offsides. Yeah. Cornell Nunn trying to get a step on that play. Gets caught. 5-yard penalty and move it up to the 45-yard line of the Rabbits. 1st and 5 now. Atlanta came into this game 4-1 with their only loss to Pleasant Grove.
Defending state champions.
Yep. Twins to the left, Twins right. Harrington drops back. We got another flag. That's going to be a false start, I believe, on the offense. Even this thing out and back them up 5.
There you go. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Back to 1st and 10. Let's do it all over from the 40-yard line.
Do you call the same play here, Bobby?
I'm just have a feeling they're going to go try and get one on us deep real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, come out in the second half and just say, here we are.
Yeah. That's going to go to Batten around the left side. But he is brought down quickly, maybe a gain of 1.
Tackle that time for the Bulldogs, number 30, Keyshawn Whitaker.
So far, the Rabbits' big plays are coming off a play action or a quarterback keeper off a play action. Because Harrison does have some wheels on him. If he gets outside, he can run.
Yes, Batten has been held to short gains. His biggest carry has been 5 yards, and he's carried 13 times for 20.
That says something about the defense right there, because he come in with
640 on the ground.
And how many, 9 touchdowns,
yeah.
I believe. Harrison drops
There's
back to throw. Got him, and it is out of his hands. It was intended for Batten down the left side. That was number 12, Chance Washington, with the defense. Brings up 3rd and 9 now for the Rabbits. 8 minutes.
Batten came in with 302 receiving yards and 9 rushing touchdowns and 3 through the air. You just joined us. 8 minutes left here in the third quarter. Bulldogs up by 6, 20-14.
Bulldog defense needs to keep an eye on number 7. That's Jaden Riley. He is quick also and has some good moves. Here's Harrison dropping back to throw. Here comes the pressure. He throws one up just to get it away.
Yeah.
I think he was outside the tackle box and threw it past the line of scrimmage, so he should be good. Brings up 4th and 9 for the Rabbits at their own 41-yard line, so this will be a punting situation.
Cornell Nunn was all over him that time.
Yeah, Bulldogs were jumping up in the air trying to knock that one down.
Keyshawn Whitaker and Alex Xavier Pryor with the pressure. Big man up in the middle.
Daniel Smith and fly back deep.
There's a snap. Here comes the kick. Good kick.
Man, he booms that sucker, doesn't he?
He catches and makes a move. Hang on to that ball. About the 29. Yeah, I got it at the 29-yard line. Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 with 7:43 on the clock in the third quarter. Greg, where does Cam, where was he standing on yardage? He over 100?
He is not. Unofficially, I've got him for 96 yards on 25 carries.
I would expect to see a lot of Williams here.
Yes, just grind it out, run the clock, wear out their defense.
Love will be split to the right, Twins to the left. Williams up the middle.
Flow and go, baby.
That's first down. That'll move the chains.
Dude, you just got camboed.
Yes, he did.
That'll put him over 100.
There you go. 1st and 10. Bulldog. Move the chains, boys.
Oh,
that's still a first because they were at the 29.
They haven't moved the chains back.
First
there
and
they
10.
go.
Williams once again bouncing around, finds a hole. He's across midfield to the 45-yard line of the Rabbits.
Dowling Collins, you just got camboed.
Once again, move those chains, boys. 1st and 10. First down brought to you by Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Bulldogs move fast. Williams once again. No gain on that. Maybe he lost a yard on that one.
He'll lose one there.
Trying to catch that defense off guard. This offense is going to move fast.
The high tempo.
Yeah. Hopkins comes in to relieve Williams.
You know, Turkey finds a gap in there. He can shoot right through there as well.
He's got speed.
That's a tough little sucker.
Oh, yeah. When Turkey gets the ball, he is determined to get to the end zone.
He shows no fear.
Down.
2nd and 11 now for the Bulldogs. 46-yard line. Taylor drops back to pass, looking left. Here comes the pressure once again. He's got a man wide open.
Oh man, right in the hands of Jakari Johnson.
Oh, he knew he had that one. He was just looking to run upfield before he caught it.
Yeah, got to shake it off. Shake it off. 3rd and 11 now for the Bulldogs. Wide open.
Wide open. Fly saying, find me, find me. I think we got a cramp going on down there.
So Taylor evades the pressure once again from the Rabbits, finds the open man going across the middle.
Yeah, the good rushing that we've had on this drive has slowed down their pass rush a little bit, and that gave Taylor time enough to step up in the pocket, find a man, and I bet you the next time it'll be a successful pass.
That incomplete pass stops the clock with 6:18 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Jefferson hanging on to a 6-point lead, 20-14 over the Atlanta Rabbits.
Oh, it hit him again, that cramp. He thought he was going to make it off the field.
Where's the pickle juice at?
Yeah, a handful of salt tablets back in the old days. Here, eat these, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Getting a little help from his teammates. And we're ready to go. 3rd and 11 now from the 46-yard line. Empty backfield for Taylor. Trips to the right. Drops back. Here comes the pressure.
Go,
Taylor.
Baby, go. Go, baby,
He's
go.
got room to run and a first down.
Got a flag.
Tomias.
We've got a holding. That was number 74, Devontae Marshall. And you hate to see that when the play is already past you.
Yeah.
And in the open and
You're
grab
doing
that
nothing.
jersey. So that'll back him up 10, and that is going to bring up 3rd and 21.
How about 19? Nope, it's 21.
Yeah.
7 penalties for 50 yards.
Key situations, you can't have those penalties.
No.
See what the Bulldogs have in store for us. Going to send trips right for Tomias Taylor. Williams in the backfield. You might just send Williams out in the flat, see if you could hit him in open field. Let Chris Love clear this out. Hopkins makes the loop. And maybe a little trick play. There's the trick play. He's
wide open.
Wide open.
T. Gray. T. Gray down the
Gray.
side.
Touchdown.
Down. Late flicker pass.
Greg, what was that, 59, 58 yards?
That would be 56 by my calculations here. That play was from the 44-yard line.
So that went to Turkey, to T. Gray.
Now, Turkey, he's played a little quarterback back when they were in the 8th grade, I believe. He's just a good all-around athlete.
So that might have been one of them plays.
That's one of the plays he was talking about.
Coach Taylor said, we got something up our sleeve. Maxwell on for the PAT for the Dogs. Here's the snap. It's down. Kick is up.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah, buddy.
There you go. That
27-14. 5:52 left in the third quarter.
Now just keep your foot in the gas and don't let them catch up. We'll see this again. Toss out in the flat. He had to avoid a man who still had a hold of him while he was throwing it.
But Tigray was wide open.
And took it to the house.
Yeah, that was number 3. C.J. Whaley coming in on the pressure from the defense. Got by Devontae Marshall.
TK he's the receiver that he's sneaky. He's out there lurking the whole time, and when he gets it in his hands, he goes.
Couple of quick scores. It is Liberty Ilo 28-20 over Tatum. Gladewater is up over Sabine 35-14. Okay. Malakoff 37-0 over Commerce. There they go. Longview is over Rockwall 35-14. Queen City and Hugh Springs are knotted up at half 14-14. And Carthage 49-0 over San Benito.
All right, defense, let's get fired up.
That's right. Time to hold them, get a stop, get the ball back, and score again. Put this game away.
Here's the short kick by Maxwell. Fair catch called for. That was number 44.
I think his feet failed him before he decided what he was going to do.
Liam McKinney with the fair catch call. I think it might have surprised him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
a safe thing to do, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good way to recover an onside kick. Put it high in the air and off to the side. Let your guys aren't running as far as the ball's going in the air, so you got a chance to just run under it. And on a kickoff, you can push the guy out of the way and recover it yourself.
So 1st and 10 for the Rabbits at their own 43-yard line. Good field position to start this drive.
No flag.
No flag.
He didn't go across.
Harrison looking to throw, and he's just going to keep it himself and go out of bounds. Good coverage downfield by the Bulldogs.
I kept looking for him, but there was no flag there.
Yeah. Brings up 2nd and 10 now for the Rabbits.
When I get home, I'll look at that one again. There may be an angle that we can't see from.
Yeah.
Well, the referees are going to have called it that he didn't get across the neutral zone. So if you don't get across the neutral zone, you don't come into contact with anybody, you avoided the flag.
2nd and 10.
Which is rare for Jefferson this year. Normally if we do something, we're going to get flagged.
Keep talking about penalties. That's going to be...
Get him. Don't let him get to the outside.
Riley around the left side or right side. He gets 3 yards on the carry, looks like.
He worked for him.
3rd and 7 now for the Rabbits.
Yeah, Jaden Riley, his first carry of the night.
Jaden Riley had the touchdown reception in the first quarter, 67 yards.
Just 3 yards on that carry.
And I haven't seen Batten back in. That's Riley in the backfield with Harrison. And play action. He's got a man out there, incomplete. That was intended for number 12, Braylon Rowe.
Man, he rifled that ball.
He did. He's got an arm on him.
I'm telling you, he's got speed too. Yeah. And a darn good baseball player.
And that brings up 4th and 7 for the Rabbits. And Peyton Harrison is the punter and the quarterback, so keep an eye. Let's see what they're going to do here. Ball's at their own 46-yard line.
The way they're huddling up, it looks like they're going for it.
We've got got 4:53 remaining in the third.
Yep, they're going for it.
Watch Riley out there.
In the slot.
In the slot position. Oh, that's a false start.
Yeah,
false
yeah,
start.
yeah. Bag it up.
Flagged on that one.
Little miscommunication there on the Rabbit offense.
The guys just kind of slowly stood up, not sure what they were doing. And you get flagged for that.
So that'll be 4th and 12, I believe. Now they're going to line up in the punt formation with Harrison back there, but don't sleep on him because he is the quarterback.
I'm telling you.
He's got an arm and he's got speed. Chris Love is deep, and Daniel Smith is in front of him.
Just waiting to see if they punt it or try something tricky.
Yeah, he's going to kick this one away. Good kick down the left side.
Really good kick.
Got to get that one, Chris. Got to get it. And he does.
Go,
he
baby,
makes
go.
The turn. He's across the 20, about the 25-yard line.
Good run. Fly can fly.
Yeah,
he can scoop once he gets stretched out.
Scooped it up cleanly and got some positive yardage out of it.
So with 4:39 left on the clock, Bulldogs up 27-14 over the Atlanta Rabbits.
This would be a crucial time for a touchdown, but let's hear from one of our sponsors. I think we got, well, nope, they're breaking the huddle.
You just got to read real fast.
Oh, then I'd sound like that guy on that old FedEx commercial.
Ball spotted at the 26-yard line of the Bulldogs, 1st and 10. And this will go to Williams, trying to bounce out the left side. He gets a block.
D-Gray gave him a good block, and then he just flew through that gap, picks up the first down. Move those chains, boys.
Another Riverside
Bank pick
of
up
Jefferson.
12?
Yeah, he got 12 on that carry.
Yeah, looking for the mark here. Call it 11.
Twins out to the right for Taylor. This will go to Williams up
Cambo.
the middle. He got a flag.
There's a flag right there.
I'm not sure what that one was. Coming in from the side. I think he called something on Johnson down here.
Yeah, he's not very happy, is he?
That's against the defense.
Personal foul. Hands to the head. Okay. That's a big one, 15-yarder. Takes it down to the Atlanta 45-yard line.
Johnson was in his ear the whole time.
Yeah.
That'll bring him out to the Rabbit 45.
1st and 10.
Twins to the right for Johnson. This will go to Williams. Looking for a block. Cuts it up the middle.
He is gone. Cambo! Touchdown.
45 yards.
Greg, he just got Cambo'd.
They did. They did.
It was just a matter of time, Bobby.
3:57 on the clock in the third. Cameron Williams, 45 yards on the carry for the Bulldog. Maximize touchdown. Brings on Ethan Maxwell for the PAT.
Yeah, Cambo has been tearing it up the second half. I had him at 74 yards or so, 76 yards at the end of the
What's
first
his total,
half.
though, Greg?
181.
On 45 totes?
No, on 31 totes.
31.
Yeah, that was just a 45-yard gain.
That PAT is no good. Here's the replay.
Yeah.
So with 3:57 left on the clock here in the
Just
third
hand it to
quarter,
Cambo.
33-14.
He finds a seam, bursts through it.
When he gets through that gap, they're not going to catch him.
No, and he just accelerates through those gaps. And when they played it tight like that, boom, he's gone. And as I say, it wasn't a great first half for Cambo, but now, boom, 181 yards rushing tonight, and it's still only the third quarter. 3 minutes, 57 seconds left.
And surprisingly, that was the first rushing touchdown of the night for either team.
That is correct.
And that's a pink flag right there, not a yellow one.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been seeing some pink towels fall off players. Breast cancer awareness in the month of October, and the pink accessories come out.
On both teams.
And fall on the field. But to those who've fought breast cancer and or lost a relative from it.
Good kick by Maxwell. This is going to be Riley who bobbles it at the 20. Still
He's
bobbles
bobbled
it. He gets on it at the 21-yard line.
He wanted
Dogs
it and tried to pick it up and run. He couldn't pick it up and run, so he finally had to just fall on it.
The Dogs pounced on that rabbit.
Yes, they did.
1st and 10 for the Rabbits at their own 21-yard line.
Greg, flashback to halftime. That's probably the best I've ever seen our band in a long, long time. They did a great job.
This year's band has been really good, marching better than ever. And I am hoping that they will see some improvement in their scores come UIL later this month.
You got to give it up for that Atlanta band too. That's something else right there.
They were a top 5 band in the state last year. Atlanta's had a great band program for a number of years.
So now this is Riley at quarterback, but he hands off to Harrison, a little trick play, looking to throw deep, and here comes the bomb down the middle. He's got Batten, and it's
intercepted.
He was covered the whole way.
That is
12.
Number 12.
And Chance Washington.
Whoa.
Played that the whole way. Comes up with the interception.
Look at Trey Carson down there. Loving it. Loving it.
That's a dart.
So Atlanta comes out on 1st and 10 with a little trick play. Tries the deep ball and intercepted.
What was that word? Tries. Just want to hear it again.
It was a good throw, just not long enough. He was open.
Yeah,
just underthrown.
As we see here on the replay, he fires it away.
Just a
His
step
man has
underthrown.
a step, but yeah.
1st and 10 Bulldogs. Here we go.
But Chance just played it like an outfielder. And
feed me. Feed me.
Cameron Williams once again.
He's banging.
Up to the 40-yard line.
Like a battering ram.
Gain of 3.
2nd and 7 for the Dogs. And we got a timeout. Let's see what this is.
What's going on with Tigray out there?
I'm not sure what. He stopped it over the ball. Might have had a little jawing going on. I think he's trying to calm things down up in the middle.
Yeah, these referees know that these are rival schools, and got a chance to talk with one of them in the first before the game started, and they've seen some stuff this year, and they are doing their best to keep it in the bud.
That was like two Rams colliding there, head to head. That shook Cam up a little bit.
Yeah, he'll come out for a play that'll bring Hopkins in. 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs. Make it 3rd and 3 now from the 44-yard line. Pressure up the middle. Hopkins shakes it. He's going to be close. Oh, he's right on the.
I think he got it.
Let's see where they mark it.
He's got him right on the line.
I think he's got it.
And no, he's
it's like 6 inches away.
I'd call for the measurement.
Oh, he's moving up to the line. Yeah, he was marked back here. Come on, dude. What are you doing? It's first down.
They went with this spot, but the far side, he had the first.
This line judge over here is saying
you got to measure that.
Yeah, bring it out there. Where the ball sits right now, it's a first down.
I think it might be.
Yeah, the tip of the ball is sitting on the 47-yard line, and that was the line to gain.
And they're looking.
See, the umpire initially had taken a step forward to the 46.
There, give it.
Move the.
Somebody make the call. Let's go.
We still haven't seemed to decide.
Well, the down marker is not where the ball is. It's a foot and a half, 2 feet behind it.
First down. Move
the chains, boys.
There we go.
And, yes, now the down marker is moved to 1.
There you go. There you go.
And the chain gang.
Okay, boys, you got to go 10 yards now.
You know, the easiest way to solve it is
let's bring the chains out and measure it.
Okay, they're still trying to figure out what they're doing, so the referee calls timeout.
Yeah, now they're going to measure. That's all you had to do in the first place.
It's telling the team.
Well, there's nobody over there to mark the chains to come out. The line judge is maybe he's going over now to mark it.
All right, now he's got it marked 45.
Here come the chains. They're gonna measure.
If he's short, it's got to be an inch short.
Yeah.
Because the nose of the ball is right on
You're
the 47.
exactly right.
That is a first down.
Bobby, if they just listened to us, we told them that 15 minutes ago. Yeah. Good gracious. Some people want to go home and go to bed tonight.
That's right.
You know, we have had those games where it was 11, 15 at night.
Yeah.
We're still in the third quarter with 2:37 remaining.
And 9:15.
First and 10 Bulldogs, 47-yard line.
Who's in the backfield for the Dogs? I see Tobias back there.
That's Cam, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Cam.
Okay, he's back in.
No, that's D-Gray, or Dell Brown.
Dell Brown.
Boy, he got
who runs it.
He had a elbow to the helmet there.
Yeah, shot to the head.
Got a good 7-yard pickup.
Dell Brown comes in to relieve Cameron Williams.
He'll be back next year. He's just a junior.
Taylor sends twins to the right. Dell Brown once again runs over a defender.
He just stomps over him.
Enough for the first down.
And we got a little rough stuff.
Devontae
Players
Marshall.
and flags down now after some.
Was it us?
Well, there was an altercation between two linemen. One of them had his helmet come off.
Well, number 2 got knocked down and didn't take it
too
well.
Yeah, there's a player drag another player down, rolled over him, and.
Bobby, I'm trying to find Cam. He's not on the sidelines, and he's not on.
I'm not for sure, but I think he went out to the.
There he is. He's at the 25-yard line. No, I'm sorry, that's 15.
No, I think he went out to get some tacos or something out at the.
Oh well, from what I understand.
Okay, this is being marked off against Atlanta.
Get a little chippy out there.
So a personal foul called against the Rabbits. What was it?
Unsportsmanlike.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
27-yard line.
Yeah, this officiating crew does not want stuff to get out of hand.
Dale Brown once again bouncing off defenders.
Man, Dale Brown is just charging through there. They've been pretty darn good all night. This was a Tyler chapter.
Yes. Looks like a gain of 5.
Taylor's got twins to the right. Dale Brown in the backfield. Brown once again cuts it back up the middle. Got a little room. Still moving.
Man, he's a dog.
Down to the 17-yard line. That should be close to another first. No, they got him at the 18.
Yard short, I think.
Yeah.
Marking it at the 18, 4 yards.
3rd and 1 now for the Bulldogs.
Running down the clock as well. Inside of a minute in the 3rd quarter.
Dale Brown once again. He'll have the first down and more.
Man, he's hungry. He's hungry.
He is.
Down to the 10-yard line. It'll be
move those chains, boys.
Should be 1st and goal now for the Bulldogs.
Marked it
There's
on
Cam.
the 10.
I think Cam's night might be over. He's taking it easy.
What did he finish with, Greg? How many yards?
Unofficially, 188 yards.
Not a bad night through 3 quarters.
And that is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter.
Big 3rd quarter for the Bulldogs.
And at the end of the 3rd quarter, play score. And then the Rabbits 14, Jefferson Bulldogs 33.
Okay, we've got some scores here that we've just been handed. And Tatum, 20. Liberty Ilo, 28. Gladewater, 35. Sabine, 14. Those are the updated scores that we've just been given.
And what's the other helper's name we got over here?
Eli. Eli's coming.
Got Eli in the booth helping out now.
He don't have a clue what I'm talking about.
No.
You don't know who.
Nope.
Big 3rd quarter for the Bulldogs. Cameron Williams making things happen on the ground with the 45-yard touchdown. Also a little trick play from Jermaine Hopkins to T. Greg. Went 56 yards for a touchdown. And then Tomias Taylor throws one to Avery Lawson for 8 yards.
But that was a huge 3rd quarter for the Bulldogs. 3 touchdowns. And trying to put this game away.
Well, they built a defensive wall and nobody's been able to go through yet.
No.
Yeah, that defensive front for the Dogs is something
Bulldogs
else.
brick wall is making a name for themselves. So here come the Bulldogs as we start the 4th quarter. Ball at the 10-yard line of the Rabbits.
First and goal for the Bulldogs now.
Dale Brown is still in the backfield.
This will be
Takes
Brown up the middle. Short gain.
1, maybe 2. Depends on where they mark it. They're going to mark him at the 9-yard. No. Marking him at the 8-yard line for a 2-yard gain there. 2nd down and 8. Oh, bad snap.
Brown gets it, though, but he's not going to get
treated rudely that time.
Get back to the line.
Not be a loss on that play. Just looking for where they mark it at. Marking it at the 12-yard line, so that'll be a loss of 4. 3rd down and 12. 3rd down and goal, as a matter of fact.
Hopkins in the backfield. Taylor looking to throw. Now
he's got some land. He's got some real estate in front of him. He dives forward.
Down maybe to the 4, 5.
Depends on where they mark it.
Yeah, it looks like the 5.
I'm still waiting for the mark here.
And that's going to bring up 4th down.
And a timeout gets called. And the Bulldogs are sending Ethan Maxwell out to kick this one. It's at the 5-yard line.
I like this call. Let Maxwell get a little practice on field goals.
Yeah, because we're going to need him for it all said and done. He has progressively gotten better and better each week, especially on his kickoffs.
Yes. But
and in all fairness to him, the ones he's missed has been a bad snap.
This will be placed down about the 12-yard line.
Chance Washington is his holder.
Coming off the left hash mark. It all starts with the snap. Good snap. It's down. Kick is up. It looks
I think it's good.
It's
good.
Yes,
sir.
That's what I'm talking
that
about.
That young man has grown up.
Yes.
Ethan Maxwell, baby.
That is his first 3-point field goal of the season.
Every week he gets further and further back. He's going to do A-OK.
Just a sophomore, right?
Correct. 36-14 with 10:38 left here in the game. Bulldogs up over the Eagles.
Eagles.
I mean the Tatum.
Where we at, Tatum?
Tatum's coming. Over the Rabbits.
Man, he had room to spare. He had about 10 extra yards on that kick.
That's the kind of kicks we're looking for from him. So here we go, the fourth quarter.
Bobby, your favorite play you've seen tonight?
It's got to be the trick play.
Yeah, with Turkey.
With Turkey.
That's what I was thinking.
Made the loop in motion, went behind Williams. Taylor throws it back to him, and he hits Tigray running down the right sideline, just wide open.
Wide open. Greg, you agree with that?
I do. Caught the Rabbits by surprise.
And really, since that's happened, it's turned this game around.
It has.
Yes.
Yeah, that came in the third quarter with 5:52 on the clock, and since then the Rabbits really haven't done anything.
They haven't scored here in the second half at all.
I'll tell you what, if you haven't watched the game between them and White Oak,
boy, man,
you're talking about a fast-paced game.
Yeah.
My goodness. And 70-41, I think.
71-40.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
That's a
good kick.
Squibber.
Oh, bounced off his hands.
Tripped up by, who was that masked man back there? His name would be Thor on the tackle.
So the Rabbits will have it first and
spotted at
10.
the 30.
Okay, let's see if Batten is back. Yeah, he's back out there. Number one is
Number
in the
one,
backfield.
yeah, you're right.
Harrison drops back to pass, looking down the right side. He's got a man open, and it is complete. Be good for a first down across the 40.
About a 12-yard gain.
That was number 12, Braylon Rowe, for the Rabbits. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line. We're at 10:07 and counting in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs with the 36-14 lead over Atlanta.
You going to call timeout? Or?
He's walking to
Hayden's
the sideline.
moving over to the coaches.
He's got, well, the clock is not
15.
running.
Oh, it was.
I'm not sure. The play clock is at 15, it looks like, but not running.
Well, he just walked over. There's no play clock running. And he walked over and talked to his coach and coming back.
Oh, resetting the game clock.
To 10:06.
10:06 back on the clock. So first and 10 for the Rabbits at the 41-yard line.
.10 on the clock.
we should be good to go. Play clock is running. Batten is out in the flat wide open, and he is met.
Wow. He was slammed by 28 that time. That's Cornell Nunn. And
what a
his
hit.
bonnet popped off. That was a rough slap there. Loss of 2. It'll bring up second and 12.
Boy, he
9:51 left here in the clock.
lowered the boom on him.
And the Bulldogs up 36-14.
Trips to the left for Harrison. And what do we got?
Something to do with the clock.
Now we're ready. Let's go. Winding it up. Play clock is running. That's Riley in motion. Goes over to the right side. Harrison under pressure. Here it comes. And he's going to be brought down.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. He didn't have a chance with that. His offensive line just exploded on him.
For the Bulldogs.
And that dropped him back all the way to the 24-yard line. Loss of about 20.
Bulldog
Where Peyton
defense.
didn't have a chance with that one.
That defense has come alive here in the fourth quarter. Third and forever now. The line to gain is the Bulldog 48-yard line, and the ball is spotted at the 29 of the Rabbits. Harrison sends trips to the right, single receiver left, low snap. Here comes the pressure once again. Screen is complete to Batten over the right side. He's got room to run, but he's going to be short of the first down.
Well, I saw humanity flying everywhere over there. So it picks up about, how many is that, Bobby? 18 yards? No, not that. 14?
Maybe 14. It's at the 37-yard line.
And who was that?
That was Batten on the screen.
What'd we say?
14, I believe.
14 yards?
Yeah. 4th and 14 now for the Rabbits. Harrison drops back to pass. Now he's going to tuck. He's still looking. He's got a man out in the flat, and it's fumble.
Fumble! Bulldogs have it.
Number 23 for the Bulldogs. That is Caden Parrish. Big hit. Coughs the ball up. Parrish returns it down to the 21-yard line of the Rabbits. Let's watch this replay. That pass was completed to DC range for the Rabbits. Helmet on the ball, pops it loose, and it is Bulldog football, 1st and 10. Bulldogs ready, and Dale Brown is in the backfield. Twins to the right. Jakiri Johnson goes far left. That's Ethan Maxwell out here.
It is.
I like it. Dale Brown.
Oh, my goodness.
Shakes a tackle.
Shakes another.
Inside the 10-yard line.
So what is that, a gain of 11 or 12?
Gain of 12 yards for Dale Brown. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Here's Brown once again. No, did they stop
What
that
happened?
play?
Maybe
We've
so.
got a flag. Bulldog bail bond penalty over here on the near side, laying at the 8-yard line.
Is it a penalty against the Dogs?
Here comes the call. False start. Yeah, that'll back the Bulldogs up 5.
So the ball will be spotted at the 15, and it's 1st and goal.
Twins to the right once again. This is going to be Dale Brown going around the left side. And he doesn't get to the 10, backed up by a couple Rabbit defenders.
Whew. That was a load on him, number 99. That's a big old boy. Got a Rabbit, got another cramp down there. We knew when that humidity and the heat came back up, we were going to see cramps tonight.
Let's watch this one more time on this rollout and the fumble.
Peyton hit him right in stride.
Boom, right there. Good awareness.
Put his hat on it.
I think that was 8 that hit him. Daniel Smith. Yeah.
Yeah. Put your hat on the football. It'll pop out of there.
Bulldog fans, we want to thank all our sponsors for tonight's game. Brown Rig Insurance, Riverside Bank of Jefferson, Edward Jones Investments, Maximize, Bulldog Bail Bonds, Porta-John, Patterson Pest Patrol, and Johnson Collision. We appreciate each and every one of you guys for sponsoring Bulldog TV, JISD's very own YouTube channel, bringing you all the action every Friday night. Hopefully carrying this thing into December. What do you think?
I'm telling you, I'd love it.
This team is starting to look to me like a team that can get there.
So 2nd and goal now for the Bulldogs. Taylor drops back, got a fade route in the corner, and it is
Touchdown.
complete. Ja'Kyrie Johnson, touchdown.
Man, oh man. Tamias put that right in his hands. 42-14, awaiting the PAT.
Greg, how far was that?
I saw it as 14 yards.
That's what we'll call it. Ethan Maxwell comes out to attempt the PAT. And they're talking about it on the other side with the head coach, Tyler Morton. To Noah Vell.
You know Noah.
No, yeah. He knows him now, too.
Chance Washington will be the holder. Ethan Maxwell will be your kicker. Bobby, he does a straightaway kick. He doesn't do the 2-yard step to the left. He goes straight into the ball.
Ah, the old way.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember Tom Dempsey.
Tom Dempsey. I think he ended up with a 63-yarder.
63-yarder for New Orleans against Detroit.
Club-footed.
Yes, but straight in.
Bobby's not as young as we are.
No.
I'm going to give a flashback here in just a second. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it is good.
Good. 43-14.
Mr. Maxwell has become a kicker.
Guys, back in the, I think it was 83. Here comes the replay on that. And that's a good route by Johnson.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, just throw it out there. Let him get a
the
step.
Defender. Back in 1983, right here in Jefferson, Texas, we had a kicker by the name of Tilford Wright who wore the shoe with the flat toe across the front, and it was straight back and just kick it with the toe, and he would nail it every time.
Is that right?
Yes.
I think on the 86 team, Dale Reeves was the kicker.
Dale Reeves, that's right.
And there was nothing fancy with Dale, but he got it over the bar.
Kickoff for the Bulldogs, number 16, Ethan Maxwell. Back to receive number 12, Braylon.
43-14 with 7:01 left here on the clock. Bulldogs up over the Atlanta Rabbits in the Division One. What are we, 8A?
3A Division 1,
Yeah,
District 8.
8. That's where I was going with all that.
Handled about the 10-yard line, across the 20, up to the 30. That's Jaden Riley. And let's see where they mark him out at.
Who is that fine feathered man across the way with a change with the pink hair? He works with you guys, doesn't he?
Well, he doesn't work in the technology department, but
Maintenance?
Yes.
And what's his name?
I'm trying to remember.
Is it Paul?
Paul?
No, I don't think it's Paul.
He's got a beard. Anyway, he's got
might
some
be.
fancy coveralls on, too.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Rabbits. Ball's at the 38-yard line. Oh,
Fumble.
And it's still
Peyton
loose.
picked it up. Oh, that's not Peyton. That's 9.
Yeah, we've
Brady
got
Partain.
some changes on the offense now.
Loss of 8 on the play.
Well, I'll tell you, Bobby, if it was me and Peyton Harrison was my quarterback, I would pull him out and keep him safe.
Oh, definitely.
Keep him healthy because they got some big games coming up.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, this is number 9 in at quarterback, Brady Partain.
And all we're doing right now is playing for the seeds in the playoffs.
At number 16, Marshawn Woodbury is in the backfield. This will go to Woodbury around the left side.
That was a slow handoff.
He's
but he
covered
managed
up
to get
quickly.
out and get a little bit of that lost yardage back.
Caden Parrish on the tackle. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 13 now.
.543 remaining in the 4th quarter. This rabbit hunting expedition is just about over.
But let's stay quiet.
Those silly rabbits.
3rd and 13 now. Partain has twins to the right. And he's going to drop back. He's under pressure. Comes more pressure.
Whoa, he got it.
Oh,
whoa.
He paid for that one.
Lay in the wood was 26. We don't have a 26.
That's 28.
Was it 28?
Cornell Nunn?
Maybe so. Yeah, you are correct.
That was completed to Liam McKinney, number 44. And that'll bring up 4th and long for the Rabbits. What defense is hitting tonight?
I'm telling you.
A lot of heads-up play on the defense.
So you got T. Gray and Daniel Smith back for the punt return. T. Gray, the deep man. That dude is one of those quiet assassins.
Heavy rush.
Oh, almost blocked. And that's going to go inside the 40 to the 39-yard line, where the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
4 minutes, 17 seconds left in the game. Bulldogs 43, Rabbits 14. Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized to you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation changes? When you work with Joey Romano, your Jefferson, Edward Jones financial advisor, he focuses on what's important to you. You'll work together and use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And you can partner long-term to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Joey today at 903-665-9965. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Here come the Bulldogs moving fast once again.
Number 20 is the ball carrier this time. We don't have his number.
Jacoby Morrow.
Oh, you have it over there. Okay.
Give a quick shout out to the Class of 86 reunion, Mr. Dwayne Waldrop, Jimmy Brooks, John Grubbs, Terry Wells, and John Rowe. I see y'all out there.
Bobby, you are in more trouble than you can get out of.
I know. Hey,
we have had how many?
Whoa, she's in St. Louis. She has no clue.
She may be watching.
Yes, she may be. Let's see. That's Morrow once again around the left side, and he breaks a tackle across the 50. He's one tackle.
He wants to go.
Jacoby Morrow is just a sophomore. Count him up.
43 to the 31.
Is it 25 yards?
10, 20. 20.
Y'all got it?
Yeah, 21
Okay.
yards.
I was fixing to break out the abacus for you.
I got a slide rule I'm going to use.
This goes to Morrow once again. Bounces off a tackler, still on his feet, down to the 21-yard line. The sophomore will not give up. He said, give me an opportunity, and I'll show you what I can do.
Uh-huh. From the 31 to the 22.
Folks, if you just joined us, 2:47 left here in the game, and Bulldogs up over the Atlanta Rabbits 43-14.
You know, the Rabbits went into halftime with a 1-point lead, 14-13.
Adjustments.
Hey, yeah, making them adjustments and come out in the second half.
Yeah, that's one thing all year that the Bulldogs have done well. They've made their halftime adjustments, come out and just ruled the second half.
Well, we have, in quite a few games, we have started slow in the second half. We come out and play football, other than the Newton game.
Yeah.
Ethan Maxwell's out wide left.
Yeah, he's getting a little action at receiver. This is Morrow once again. I don't think he got anything on that carry.
Jacoby Morrow. We've had a lot of Morrows play in the old days. I'm trying to figure out who he might be a son of.
2nd and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Ball spotted at the 20-yard line. Maxwell split out left, trying to get the play. Oh,
fumble. He got on it, though.
He got back on it. That's Chance Washington. Tried to hand off to Morrow.
You know, Bobby, a lot of these kids they're children of the 86 team.
Yep, he's going to move the ball back to the 26-yard line. 3rd and about 15 yards. Washington, quarterback keeper around the right side. He's got a little room. He's still in bounds. Close to the 5.
Close to the first down.
Oh, they got him marked at the 10. That'll be a first, though, won't it?
Yes. It will be. Move those chains, boys.
1st and goal for the Bulldogs at the 10-yard line.
Riverside Bank of Jefferson, 1st down. Thank you, Mr. Haggard. Lee Haggard's been a Bulldog backer for a long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Here come the Bulldogs. That's Taylor back in there at quarterback now. Drops back, and he's just going to take a knee with 58 seconds and counting. The Bulldogs are content with the 43-14 lead. I think we could put this one in the books. Where are we going to be next week?
White Oak.
We are going to take a road trip.
And I'm telling you, Bobby, you need to watch that video if you've not seen it.
I've seen it.
I mean, it's just rack 'em, sack 'em, throw and go. And Atlanta wore them out after the first half.
And that's going to do it, folks. They're just going to let this one run out. So the final for tonight's game, your Jefferson Bulldogs 43, the visiting Atlanta Rabbits 14. So guys, stick around for the post-game show. It's going to be brought to you by Brown Rig Insurance. We're going to run a commercial loop, and we'll be back with all your stats from the game and the scoring summary. Go ahead and take it.
What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut-rate policy online now, and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-8888 or find us online, www.brownrigins.com. Hey, did you see that touchdown? No, I guess I missed it. I really need to go get my eyes checked. I just don't know where to go. Go see Dr. Sheila Lane Bartels at Maxim Eyes. Their staff has the best customer service in East Texas. You walk in and see a bunch of friendly faces and the wide variety of frames they have, ranging from women's, men's, kids, and even designer frameware. They have everything you need. Plus, they have contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown after you see her. Call and make your eye appointment now with Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, located at 108 North Walnut, Jefferson, Texas.
Have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bell Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bell Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. We will be there to help every time that penalty flag is thrown.
Timeout.
All right! Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
When Mother Nature sends her hordes of pests and bugs at you, call Patterson Pest Control, owned and operated by Marion County's Sheila Kendrick. Sheila's pesticide business has grown to cover 17 East Texas counties, but her sales and technician staff know the roads around here. Termites, bedbugs, fleas, rodents, ew. They put the cuffs on pests so you can rest. Call 903-799-9138.
And welcome back, Bulldog fans, to the post-game show. We're going to wrap this thing up with the stats and scoring summary brought to you by Brown Rig Insurance. In the first quarter, 9:35 on the clock. It's Tamias Taylor to Jakiri Johnson, 47 yards. The PAT by Ethan Maxwell was good, 7-0 Bulldogs. 5:10 in the first quarter, Atlanta. It is Peyton Harrison to Jaden Riley, 67 yards. PAT by number 3, C.J. Whaley was good, tied it up at 7 apiece. Second quarter, 9:19, Tamias Taylor to Jermaine Hopkins, 3-yard pass play. The PAT was blocked, 13-7 Jefferson. 29 seconds remaining in the first half. It is Peyton Harrison to C.J. Whaley, 29 yards through the air. The PAT by C.J. Whaley was good, 13-14. Atlanta with the lead going into halftime. Bulldog fans, after halftime, it was nothing but Jefferson Bulldog football. 8:55 on the clock in the third quarter. It is Tamias Taylor to number 17, Avery Lawson, 8 yards. PAT by Maxwell is good, 20-14 Bulldogs. 5:52 remaining in the third. Trick play, Tamias Taylor to Jermaine Hopkins. Jermaine Hopkins throws it 56 yards to Travis Gray for the Bulldog touchdown. Ethan Maxwell adds the PAT, 27-14 Bulldogs. 3:57 in the third. It is Cameron Williams, 45 yards on the ground. PAT by Maxwell was no good, 33-14 Bulldogs. In the fourth quarter, 10:38 on the clock. Ethan Maxwell with the 22-yard field goal, 36-14 Bulldogs. Then 7:01 on the clock. It is Tomias Taylor to Jakiri Johnson, 14 yards in the corner. The PAT by Maxwell was good. 43-14 was your final score. Greg, what do you have on the stats?
On the stats, Bulldogs rushed it 51 times for 275 yards and 1 touchdown on the ground. Excuse me. They were 8 for 18 through the air for 137 yards and 5 touchdowns. The Rabbits carried the ball 23 times for unofficially 43 yards, 6 of 16 through the air for 134 yards and their 2 touchdowns.
Over our region, Bulldogs up 43-14. Tatum down to Liberty Islo, 36-26. Bladewater over Sabine, 49-14. And Carthage over San Benito, 46-0. So that's a wrap on the district.
Hey, let's get a different perspective in here real quick. We've got, well,
he's running away.
Come on, man. Mr. Joey Romano with Edward Jones Financials. We were going to get a fan perspective on the night on that offense from the Bulldogs. Just give me what you think.
I don't think I've ever seen him turn red before.
Symbol player was the key to the game. There you go.
That would be his son.
Good answer.
Zach.
Good answer. Bulldog fans, we appreciate you tuning in to JISD's very own YouTube channel. It's Bulldogs TV. We're going to be bringing you the game every week, all the Bulldog live football action. Guys, next week, where are we going?
White Oak.
We will be in White Oak, where the Bulldogs will take on the White Oak Roughnecks.
And I believe they're 4-1.
4-1. They're coming off. Yeah, they had a bye tonight.
Yeah.
So they're coming off that high-scoring loss, 71-40 from Atlanta last week. So it'll be a good game next week. We'll be in White Oak. I'm Bobby Lang-Bartels.
I'm Ned Fratangelo.
I'm Greg Ingraham.
Join us next week. We will be in White Oak. Until then,
good night.
Good night.
Go Dogs.
So it gives it enough room